live.
If you get a chance, you might want to go to the channel and delete the old lives.
You don't need to have
Okay, what happens if we start talking? Can you hear us? Hello? Yeah, they can.
I'm gonna do the introduction from here.
Here, I'll be over here to see how the audio is.
I'm gonna wait for Caleb to get out. And we'll have sound clap though for editing the recording.
You can't hear very well because
Recording.
It's too little.
We're just going so. Just go.
If you are anywhere on this half of the mic, you're getting damaged. So, like, Giles,
Yeah.
being up that close, you actually sound like shit. There are settings on the microphone itself.
It's fine.
I don't know what they do.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's a little knob over here with symbols. One's a circle, one's two circles intersecting, one's a circle with a notch sticking out of it. I don't know what they
Let's
are.
all right. If we're ready,
yeah, it actually sounds pretty good when you guys are in front of it.
Okay.
Here you go.
well, if we're starting, okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sitchinarius Episode 3, the one with better audio than the last two.
Hopefully.
Today, we'll be playing Hi-Fi Rush. It's our first time. He loved it. We're playing it in streamer mode, so, sorry, we don't get to hear Nine Inch Nails. I think we're going to be watching the cutscenes and not skipping them all. Oh, and we made a weird drink because I had very little time because he changed the game last minute, so this is his fault, not mine. You just gotta keep going for it. Cheers. You'll find out what we're drinking later on.
Chai, is it?
Yep.
Profession, rock star.
Future Rockstar.
There's a little hint of something that is good, then immediately followed by bad. Like the first little hit is like, this is pleasant, and then just
there's that. It
like
begins
the
with-
worst, the second worst beer I've ever had.
That's IPAs for you. It tastes. It has a bit of it begins with the orange, and then a hint of blue raspberry, and then you get hit with grass, and it just tastes like grass. Because that's IPA. Oh, and you have the one with the most flavoring in it. So you have
I
probably
mean, the
best
more
one.
I sip it, the better it gets.
Mhm.
If I'm being honest.
Beer is better with big gulps instead of sips. That's a bit of the orange pulp.
Yeah.
Welcome, applicant, to Project Armstrong.
Ethan, you gotta let us know how the drink is.
With a human body.
Yeah.
Together,
Don't be shy. Take a big gulp for the camera.
It's growing on me.
It gets better, and genuinely,
It's-
don't sip it. Sipping it makes it worse.
Well, I want to taste because I could finish this right now.
Yeah.
But
I don't like
What a historic day.
it, so
You're
it's
the
like
best of the best.
the base
And
can't.
I mean,
To
do you
be
still have the
even
flavor? You
better.
can try putting it in like one of
Thanks
the.
Oh,
to
I
the
use-
power of
I think I have a
Rocket
bit
Dance.
left. No, I used
Vandalay
all of
has
it.
always been about helping those in need. You all in Project Armstrong are about to show the world just how special you can become. Now go. Get ready for a better
The
life.
story of this is a rather like big point of it. Like it's a rhythm beat 'em up game, and that's fun. And they do like a good job with the story. Like the characters are pretty entertaining, but the bad guys are there.
Are all of the characters that have faces going to come back later?
Oh, they were just close-ups.
Oh, I've seen. Like something happens with this, and weird shit happens.
I mean, if you look at the art for this episode, you know something's gonna. Yeah.
I'm sorry, is he like, oh, I have a broken arm, let me just get a fully replacement?
I don't know if he's aware that's going to happen.
Promised me the best of the best, Mimosa.
Production asked for test subjects.
I mean, if this is like a cyberpunk dystopian future, it really might be, oh, my arm's broken, why wait to heal? I just get a new one.
We need people
Big
with
lady.
influence, and you're giving me losers.
It'll work.
It's
Like this
better.
guy must be a loser.
No.
I mean,
Music.
no, if someone in the cyberpunk future has an iPod, they're a loser.
I could
piece of junk.
assume. I had
Yeah.
to assume.
I'm saying like, if someone modern day has one, they're a loser. Whether or not that doesn't mean they're necessarily bad. They're still a loser.
I don't know. I sold an iPod recently. I found one and people apparently still use them. Like they give them to their kids, or they want like a dedicated like thing to put on their like console, so they just have their music on the spot.
It farts music notes. Okay.
Yep.
Well.
Have you seen Code either?
Nope.
I had hummus.
The last time I ate was at 11. Although I ate enough food for 2 meals. I love food tragedies.
An error has occurred. Please proceed to the checkpoint.
Okay, checkpoint. Where's that? Don't worry. Probably no big deal.
Immediately turn around and go the wrong way. As I do in every video. I jumped so high.
Did you come to check out what a great job I did stacking these boxes? Or were you looking for the exit?
You know what? Fair enough.
You just got destroyed. You'll never recover.
There's sprint?
Oh dear, my cleaning has caused him. Your jumping, however, was impressive.
Oh man, that surgery trained me out.
Yeah. Like, I don't think there's a sprint.
Ah, that hit the spot.
Yes, energy drinks to heal. That's how that works.
I mean, they're heart healthy.
That's not the first time Microsoft has done that in a game since at Overdrive.
I thought they were also the evil.
They were.
We told you no more than 10 boxes at once. Look at what you have done.
That's an OSHA violation, my dude.
What would you know about OSHA violations? Probably a lot.
I looked him up so I could see what all the violations were at the grocery store I worked at because I hated my boss.
Yeah, time to get out of these.
I never reported him, but I did keep a catalog of all of them and just have them saved on my phone.
Nice.
What sort of food do you guys want?
I will eat literally anything.
Oh, jeez.
This game is just visually stunning.
Do you think
There's-
that they took a lot from the
Hey,
Hey, kid.
that Overdrive?
No.
75, magnetic waste
Probably a
management
few
fixture.
different art styles going on at the
Magnetic
same
waste
time,
management.
depending on like.
Foreign object warning. Looks like a defect. Take him in. Is that a weapon?
I don't don't think so?
I think he's resisting.
Wait, what?
Accurate. I will say, after chugging that and finishing up this, I'm a little.
After not having food, yeah. That adds up.
It's so much better in comparison. Like, all of a sudden, this is really good.
See? You gotta finish that thing.
There genuinely was a couple
This is
times.
your fault. You brought this on yourself, Ethan. I had a drink planned out that would have been good. And you changed the game.
If I could land any attacks.
It's a rhythm game.
Yeah, I see that. I'll be honest, I'm looking at the thing and not at the screen at all, trying to figure out the timing.
Okay. What's going on?
Do you have a sense of rhythm, or are
No.
you white?
Yes. What happens when the battery on that thing dies? Does he die? Is there a way to charge it?
I think it's powered by it.
Pretty sure that's not supposed
No
to be
fair.
there. Second,
It's got an arc reactor installed.
powering up my new robot arm. Third, it's making everything sync up with the beat. And this sounds ridiculous, but when the music kicks in, it feels like I'm on a stage.
It does get better the more you drink it.
It does.
Yes.
It genuinely does.
Yeah.
I've been like sick all day.
Oh. So the plan is not to crush a 14 pack after this?
All right, everyone. Ready for something
Drink
wild?
yesterday.
At least 8.
Shy's here, and his attacks sync up with the music. You all want to see it in action? Let's start with a light attack, a one-beat attack that quickly connects combos. Go ahead, try
I
it
didn't
out.
feel good today. I didn't feel hungover, but it was just like,
Now try
I'm
the calm
exhausted.
beat
Well,
music.
like,
This will be what perfect timing feels like.
I got you guys back at like midnight, and then I got home like 12:30. And then didn't really get to bed until like 1.
Oh yeah!
Your attacks always land on the beat, but press the attack button exactly on the beat to give bonuses in battle. Looks like you're ready for more. Head on over.
And do you have it on baby mode or on music mode? Do you have this on? Okay. There is accessibility.
Be fine.
Also, very
How about delivering some real damage? A heavy attack.
Uh-oh.
Takes 2 beats to land.
It's the worst words
Oh
to
my
hear.
god, it's a heavy attack. Ethan, no.
All right.
Why does it look like there's like water? That's supposed to be the wind or something?
This is the kind of timing to aim for.
Uh,
What a pro! You got it.
Okay, so for a heavy attack, I press it on every other
And the
beat.
crowd goes wild.
That explains why I'm missing. Definitely not fast.
we'll find that out later on. Could go for some chai.
I got some Thai at this one place by my house that I remember being really good. We went there and it said open still, but as we walked in, I noticed on the door that it said it closed at 7. It's like 7:30. I walked in and there's no lady there, and I'm like, "Are you open?" And she's just like,
guy that did this?
"Yeah, we're open." And then we get the food, and it was awful and very clearly made in a rush, and like all of the stuff was like not cut up properly, and I'm just like, I don't think I'm ever gonna come here again. I'm really annoyed right now.
So were they.
I'd rather you just told me to fucking leave.
Is there a Dark Souls? I have not played Sunset Overdrive, but nothing about this gives me Sunset Overdrive vibes. I watched like 1 or 2 reviews of the game when it came out, and then a bit after when I saw it on sale for $2. No. Not dead yet.
I'm really trying to figure out the timing for the beast.
So after a fight, maybe you guys can switch, because it gives you a ring after every fight.
Yeah.
Well, that was awesome. But I should probably get out of here.
Are you gonna kill the dog? Hey guys, he tried to kill the dog. Cancel
Tried
him.
to pet the dog, it didn't let me. Tried to pet the dog with a metal guitar.
Cancel him.
Hello there. Can I be
You're right. It should be okay to hit dogs.
Listen,
If you need help,
my biggest complaint with Skyrim is I can't murder the children.
Do you guys need a box of action money?
Sure. Good.
If we doctor it up a bit,
How do you doctor
I-
up the mac and cheese?
I probably want it doctored up a bit, but yeah. I don't know.
He has a whole spice cabinet now.
You're right.
With the generic spices I can think of. Shut the fuck up, Giles.
Okay, the reason why it's funny is I saw that it was going to happen, and then it happened.
What's the defect? Looks suspicious. Could be.
People that just got fully replaced, or are these fully robots?
No, they said he's a defect, so I think he was meant to be roboticized. I mean, yeah, this game is not light. What I've heard, like, it's lighthearted, but it's still dark game with lighthearted bits.
Okay, I think I'm trying too hard when it comes to attacks. Because I'm noticing at the bottom that not quite what I'm thinking it is.
Now, what am I supposed to do?
Hey! You alright? Thanks for helping my cat. Need a hand?
Oh, that's convenient. Looking to get out of here!
Well, that might be something I can handle if you...
Hey, yelling like this is awkward. Can you speed this up?
Fine then. Look, I hacked the access panel. Smack the switch and come up.
Mac! Mac! Mac!
Does it actually take health if you die?
Project
think so.
Armstrong turned out to be a real bummer. I wanted a cool
That's
robot
good,
arm with a
because,
target on my head.
Oh, there's...
What's the hint, Mr.
watching you
Hitbot?
down there. You seem very good at dodging.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Analyzing your personal data, and I can see that your dodge is very versatile. Apparently, dodging with a beat enables up to a triple dodge.
And even yes, you are very busy. I'll just
Do you know what button dodge is?
B.
Okay.
Got the information I
I
needed.
think you can jump in, dodge. Jump in.
Hello.
Dodge forward.
I'm here. Cat rescuer. You said you'd help out? Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Good, you made it. Down here. Alright, so I'll keep this quick. I saw you fight back there. I think we might be able to help each other.
I thought...
Security's all over you, which I could help you with.
Stop. Okay, whoa. That was you back there? You're a cat?
No, this is 808. She is a cat, but I built her. Look, like I was saying...
You know, I thought my music robot arm power was crazy, but this is... probably better off by myself.
Dude, listen. Vandelay's up to something.
They are well-directed cutscenes, I will say.
I'm good.
B. Oops. Oh my god, that's...
What did you do?
Oh, hold on, did you just feel that? That beat? I think we got something here.
Look who's back. Andy's got a friend.
Oh no.
Next to 808, Chai's got
What
a
are the
skill up
buttons?
his sleeve. A
Okay.
beat hit.
Standard fighting game
It's a
buttons.
timing-based bonus attack at the
A
end
to
of a
jump, B
combo.
to dash,
On
X
the
to
last hit,
attack, Y to
watch
heavy
for the
attack.
timing circle and press any attack button to land it. Your talk is cheap.
So how much have you played this game?
I've beaten this game. I've probably played it. Like it took me about like 35 hours to get through it.
There it is.
Yeah, I beat it once. It's this story is simple enough that
Listen to
like,
the countdown or look for the two
I
circles
probably
overlapping
will
to
replay
nail
it once the
perfect timing.
PS5 is
Try
out.
a beat hit with your heavy
Doesn't
combo.
matter. If they
You're
didn't
on
have a
your own with
physical
this one.
for it. If they had a physical release for this to put it on, I think I might have bought.
This is awesome. Beat hits are key for doing strong combos and damage. So don't forget.
Physical media is the way.
808, was it? I think we got something going
It
on.
is only because copyright
So
laws are such
overly
bullshit.
considered.
Personally, I like just having all my stuff downloaded on my computer.
Hey,
to play.
you wanted to help,
I
right?
think having them all take a physical media while it looks nice is cumbersome.
Not run off.
But yeah, no, with non-physical media, you don't own anything.
What's the dot? Oh, R1.
I think
Okay.
it's better for a game like this. Do you know how many like games like were
But you see
Yes.
like
Wow.
correctly
they
at the
don't
musically
want
prime.
copyright
Maybe
access
just
to them?
hear the countdown.
I feel like
An
if you
attack
don't
with
have
a
a
more visual
version of
solution,
this,
That goes
you
back to the whole
still have
copyright
control.
law, though.
You'll want to use this one. So
Um,
practice, buddy. How about a light combo first?
once the games don't want to renew the license, I think which is really dumb. If you pay to have it in a game, I think that's like the game. Take it out, but
Yeah.
also a way to make sure that the audio is syncing properly to the. If you go into the start menu,
No, it's working.
well,
And now let's
like
try
it
that heavy
times
combo.
well,
I'll
like
be
it's
here if you
fine.
want to practice
Out of
more.
sync.
It seems in sync to me.
Oh, yeah, the book you lent or gave me, I read the first chapters of it. I was Googling vocabulary words every, like, 3 sentences. I'll be honest, I knew half of them. But yeah, I was like, I think I know what the word is. I'm gonna Google it just to make sure. I was like, no, I don't.
Yeah, I gave you that. That was the one about
I'm gonna
Okay, this is fun. I like this.
Ready for more?
I think that's not like a capitalist. It's not. It goes into capitalism. The capitalist, but well, there was no really, especially like poly. It dives into like poly relations. Well, and it's they don't. It's one of them.
Honestly, I don't mind it. It's the large words. gets me is just focusing on reading the book, like I keep finding it every 2 minutes. Because just to get myself to get the book in my hand, start reading was a lot, and being able to focus on it. Because I do that thing where I'm reading the book, and then I read the entire page and realized, no, I didn't read it. I seen it with my eyes, I said the words in my head, but my brain was somewhere else. Which is a really big problem.
How's the audio if we're not facing?
You see
By
it?
the way.
So many buildings. It's hard to tell.
I thought the audio was pretty good.
The
Okay.
one that literally says QA Center on it.
Oh yeah.
You guys sound perfect. I sound kind of
But with
tinny
that
because
way
I'm
out,
farther
they're
away.
probably expecting you. So
You had me at way out.
Feel free to join the sofa.
Let's go with sofa after I'm in.
Okay.
You said you're liking it so far?
Yeah.
isn't gonna get you out of
Since we have good audio, we can try doing like Game Grump stuff and tell some funny stories.
Hmm.
Do you have any good stories from being in Yellowstone?
Oh gosh.
Okay, of Yellowstone, what I remember, you were at Yellowstone.
Yes.
Yellowstone was very horny / drunk.
Yes.
You did not like those things.
Oh, I was okay with the drunk part, but it was more the fact that it was everyone there was always those things, and like if it's just every once in a while, sure, whatever. But yeah, with everyone being always horny and or intoxicated, it definitely it got a bit old.
I will say, you can tell the story because I do think
Yeah.
it's funny. You fucked with a guy, making him think that there was Hawaii.
Oh no, that's a different
No,
job.
that was a different job.
Yeah.
What was that?
Okay, so this was back when I was in college. I'll tell this story. I am maybe slightly a bad person. I think that it is, you know, sometimes you want to just mess with people because it's funny, and as long as it's harmless gaslighting, it's okay.
As an autistic person who cannot tell when people are lying to me and is easily, I've been told many times I'm very gullible. When I hear the stories, like, if that was done to me, I would be, like, really annoyed. But at the same time, it was harmless.
Yeah. So, it was a college summer dorm repair job, so we were just doing
I couldn't do
painting.
a side-scroller.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. I was really expecting it to be the credits sequence. But yeah, anyways, I was working at a summer dorm repair for my college, and then one of my coworkers though ends up going on vacation to Hawaii, and then one of my other coworkers comes in late that day, and only hears that they're in Hawaii and didn't hear anything else. So he's like, "Wait, so why are they in Hawaii?" I'm like, "Oh, they're on vacation." He knows I'm someone who messes with people and might lie because I think it's funny to lie about pointless things. So because of that, he goes, "Really?" And I'm like, "No, she's in Hawaii for a satellite campus. We have a satellite campus? Oh yeah, Google it." He doesn't Google it, and I'm aware of that. So I realize there's a chance he believes in me that I said that, because I said that. So I have now a really dumb idea. Let's take this further. And I realize if I keep bringing this up, he will not trust me. However, this is where it becomes bad. I get one of my friend and coworkers I get two of my friends and coworkers to talk amongst themselves about the Biola satellite campus. That's where I went to college. The Hawaii satellite campus, and just have him just talk about it when he walks in the room, so that he will overhear this and think I'm telling the truth. It works. And basically, as that summer job goes on, slowly every other person on the job gets in on the joke, until the point where, like, he doesn't find this out until, like, the last week of the job. Because we had been keeping this joke going. We almost went to, like, a Kinko's and printed out. I came up with the idea of what we'd print out. We were going to print out a document that said, like, interested in going to, like, Hawaii? Like, check out our satellite campus. And, like, for our summer classes, we had this whole thing planned out. And then all you'd have to do, because we were doing dorm repair, me and like 3 of the other people would always get there first. because we tried to, like, some of us would go ahead to the other set.
Well, they're not dead.
So if we're finishing up one dorm, half of, like, maybe 3 of us would go ahead to the next dorm. So we were thinking, we just go to the next one and sprinkle a few of those papers in different dorm rooms, and statistically, he will stumble upon one of them and see it and be even more convinced. We didn't end up doing that just because none of us really wanted to go to Kinko's and print out a bunch of things, but we had come up with all of the layers of it. And it still convinced him. When he finally found out, he looked really defeated and just said, I don't think I can trust anyone ever again. And I felt kind of bad. But then during the semester, I did see him again, and he was chill with me. So I think it was okay. I think he understood that it was harmless. Jacob, I hope you're doing alright. But yeah. I don't know, we might have done some other messings with him. I think we did. He was very trusting, and it was like, you're going to eventually be in the real world where people aren't going to be as kind. And so just like, that's the way I convinced myself what I was doing was acceptable behavior. We all convince ourselves what we're doing is acceptable behavior. Just some people are actually doing acceptable behavior. Don't need to convince themselves.
I'm really bad at rhythm games, and this is incredibly hard. Landing a single attack is impressive for me. Like, if I manage to hit them once, I'm... It's just the rhythm part. I'm not great at rhythm games. Like, I have Rock Band, and I really want to be good at, like, the drums, and I'm not. I have Pistol Whip, and I like that game, but I'm not good at it because of the rhythm aspect. I'm just good at it because shooting guns is not a hard concept for me. Yeah. I don't think being intoxicated is helping me right now. I'm also definitely a button masher, so...
Yeah, you
really gotta yell if you're that far away.
Oh, you got shot.
Chili powder in one of the dices.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. The way I eat macaroni and cheese is with salt, pepper, and hot dogs. Funny story that I have. So, what is this? What am What have I gathered? Broken piece of propane.
It's just like a collectible. Like if you get a bunch of them.
What was the funniest thing that happened at the ice cream shop?
The funniest thing that happened at the ice cream shop? Let's see. I think I have any real stories from working there, because to be honest with you, I got there and just kind of zoned out as hard as I could. Not the ice cream shop, but working at Office Depot, I have a clear memory of a customer coming in, and I had seen him before. He'd come in a few times. He's sort of a regular. He never bought anything. I think he was just someone who had some mental handicaps, and he would just come in on his walk around. And there's one time he came in, he's like, "Can I use the bathroom?" And I was like, "No, we don't have public restrooms anymore." And that is a different story that I will tell after this.
Jump and press Y.
Yeah, when I told him he didn't have a public restroom, he then looked at me and then immediately peed himself. Just right at the checkout of the store.
Well,
and I all I could do was look at him, just like, leave. I just told him to leave. I couldn't.
What is it, Chad? And you told him off?
He did what I always wanted to do.
You gotta dodge.
I just stand on the conveyor belt, pushes me forwards. Yeah, the reason why we didn't have a public restroom anymore is, well, yes, people would go in there and just do drugs, or people would go in there and steal stuff. But more than once, we'd go in there and there'd be shit just smeared on the walls.
Power's out.
That one was always interesting.
Could you fix it?
We did have one customer, the elderly couple came into the store and was like, "Do you have a public restroom?" And this was after we got rid of it. So we're like, "No, we don't." And they were like, "Oh, okay, whatever, it's fine." Then the old man of the couple went into the receiving area, like behind the employees only doors. And I wasn't there, but from what I've heard, he took a shit on the floor. He just took off his pants and shit on the floor.
Oh no, you just described two Chads to me.
My manager had to clean it up.
Did you like your manager?
I did. I liked
Goddamn.
him. He was a nice dude, good manager.
The jig's up! Rekka knows we blew it! I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to get angry. It won't happen again. Let us go this time.
Why are you attacking the robots?
Is it the tambourine I'm trying to be hitting on?
You can tell the cat does the thing too.
Yeah, if I'm staying still, he also snapped his finger.
That's
Your
why I thought we
feedback.
might need to like calibrate the audio to the beat of the game.
As far as I can tell, they are. I feel pretty. It felt fine to me. Again, he's mentioned his opinions on having rhythm.
Reminder, sick days must be registered 6 months before
You have any work stories?
Work stories.
Oh, how about the Zupan's pyramid scheme?
Oh yeah. I used
Name him. What's his name?
I don't. I used to work at a grocery store, and I was a cashier. And you know, as a cashier, like most customer service stuff, you kind of like start recognizing some people, like especially if they come there a lot. There's this one guy, and he seemed pretty cool. Come around, and he was just like, "You're better than this. You could be doing so much more, make more money than this." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And he's like, "Yeah, meet me at like this restaurant down the road, and like I'll discuss business." And, you know, as an 18-year-old kid, I was like, business. Hell yeah. Then I got there, and it was absolutely like marketing pyramids. selling. It wasn't knives. It wasn't
Fuck yeah,
vests,
you
right?
got a rhythm.
I stopped paying attention to the game. It was just a good story.
You still
Vibing,
did better
yeah.
somehow.
And yeah, it was just really awkward because he was still a regular. So he'd come in and I'd be like, I think I told him flat out, I'm like, that's weird. Like, no, it's not. So I make money when you join, and if you get other people, then you make money. And I was like,
It's not appearance scheme. Gives the exact definition of appearance
yeah, I
scheme.
know. People who
It's the Office bit.
Wow, that was. You should have done that.
No, he needs to dash to get in there.
I haven't actually figured out how to dash yet.
What?
It's
You
B, but nothing's happened.
No,
I'm
it's
pushing-
not. It's not B.
What is it then?
R1.
Yeah, that's why I haven't been dashing.
Rhythm games are too hard. I want to relax, but you gotta time it right.
Is food ready?
Back to work.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
one more game.
It's just.
How about combining those heavy and light attacks for even more combos and beat hits? Now's the time to try it out. Time to mix heavy and light attacks. Timing gets a little trickier, but give it a shot. Oh, how about we try that one again?
Load up the alcohol video and mute us.
Oh, how about we try that one again?
And mute the game.
Yeah,
Or pause it.
I think that's pretty fine. We would probably would.
One more time.
And then
Yes, I do. I'm not a Clovis. I put it in Alfredo sauce. Good enough Alfredo sauce.
you uploaded the video.
He was nice back at.
Episode 3.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's pepper in front of you.
Oh no, he has that too.
Yeah, that's in the closet actually. Okay, so
That was the one you opened and didn't see.
I'm surprised it's not on the shelf of stuff I got.
Hello, welcome back. This is my third attempt making a drink that's actually drinkable. And I realized that if we're doing Hi-Fi Rush and it's a bunch of like people overthrowing corporations, fuck yeah, we need it to be something cheap, something kind of shitty was my thinking. But I still want it to be a good drink. I want it to be a thing that you could still drink. I've not played this game, so I don't really know how to make this lore accurate, so fuck off if that's the thing that you're upset about. Sorry. I haven't played it. As you're watching this, I'm probably playing it right now. So I was trying to think what would be a good thing to make a drink out of. And I knew it needed to be like carbonated some way. So originally I got this, just some sparkling water. The drink was not working. So thinking a bit more about it, I thought, okay, fuck it. The next other carbonated thing I can think of, some beer. I have a fucking can of beer. It's a hazy IPA. This is me spitballing awful ideas. So you just take a beer, add it to your beer stein, pour it down along the edge if you don't want to have a massive head of foam that you then have to wait for it to subside, or just get it everywhere because whatever. I don't care for the head on beer cans. I don't think it tastes as good as the beer itself. If you like it, sure, do that. Cool. I have that. I took some fucking blue raspberry candy, and I turned it into this. It's a syrup because I boiled it. Actually, if this is awful, I want to save a bit of the beer. I don't want to ruin the entire fucking can of beer. So hold on. All right, so I have half a can of beer. I have some fucking blue raspberry candy syrup, and I'm just gonna add the two fuckers together. Do you have a spoon? It's blue raspberry beer. Drink it and fucking shut up. It's better than the other drink. Actually, let me add... I also had one other thing I made to go with it. Which was, it was meant to be orange juice syrup, but went a bit wrong, as you can tell with how slow it's pouring out. I'm just gonna mix that in. Hey, again, it's a drink. You can drink it. It's meant to not be great. There we go. That's drinkable. That's a better drink than any of the other drinks, and you have to trust me on that because you're not gonna see them. It's a can of hazy IPA, blue raspberry, and fucking orange juice syrup. Have a fucking diabetic coma and smile. I'm not joking. This actually kind of tastes all right. Kind of all right. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, guys, the episode's tomorrow, and I won't have time to actually work on making a drink before tomorrow. So this is what you're fucking getting. I hope you're happy. Again, I'm gonna finish this one. It's fucking disgusting looking. It's just sewage watercolor. It is. It's not great. Yeah, we could say there's probably something green in Hi-Fi Rush, and it's intentionally that green thing, whatever that green thing is. Yeah. That's the fucking drink. I hope you're happy. Motherfucker.
And we're back.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that drink. I know Ethan enjoyed the drink, right, Ethan?
So much.
Yeah.
So much so
I know you're
that
gonna
I
finish
have
your
it.
drink in one big gulp, like it's a 7-Eleven. You can do it. It can't have gotten worse.
It's mostly the IPA. I mostly just don't like IPAs.
Oh, I don't either. I just...
What the? Okay.
I wanted to... Look, it was the can of beer that cost less than $1 per can.
Okay, I'm kind of sad that you don't have any left over. Cause I'm like, what would the blue raspberry taste like if I put it in the Mike's lemonade? But I can't do that. I just have to drink the IPA.
I'm gonna be honest. I tried those candy canes.
They were bad.
They were terrible.
I've had them before because I have a cotton candy maker, so I bought those candy canes, grind them up, and put them in the cotton candy maker. And they work fine for cotton candy because cotton candy basically tastes like nothing. It's instantly gone.
Yep.
What happened?
No, XY space 1.
X. It was XYY?
Yes. With a blank.
So this...
And then you hit that one.
Never gonna be able to replicate that.
Almost out of here.
Oh, I also added peanuts to the thing. That was the other thing I added to the mac and cheese, yeah. It wasn't bad. It would have been better if they were like thinner or smaller pieces, but yeah. Uh-oh. Market priority. Okay, so you click in both sticks. Dash towards them. Mid.
1 second,
Mid.
I'll get
Mid.
it.
Mid. Hey, there's a green thing that heals you. Let's pretend it's that.
Bro. Fuck. Aw.
Let's go.
I don't know if it's a real cat. Since it was said it was built by the person. What songs being played in the real game at this point?
It's pretty sure. It's not until the boss fight where you start getting, like,
Gotcha.
and yeah, the boss fight will have. But these are choices that the game did, like, didn't really stand out.
You don't like 9 Inch Nails?
Hey, like, it didn't, like...
I don't give a damn about my bad reputation. Heck, that's what I want. Where's my 2000s pop rock songs?
I don't know what kind of music it is. I know like it has 9 Inch Nails, and I don't think 9 Inch Nails would count as that.
Hey, look, exit. Told you this was easy.
That's bait, idiot. They're clearly expecting you.
With what? Nothing I can't
Yeah, change
handle.
really that much faster. This is a Trojan horse.
You're gonna destroy it before you talk to him?
Yeah, he just built that! No!
You could just talk to him first.
You may have destroyed me, Stack, but my memories remain. Oh, what a good job it was. You must disapprove of my work. Yet, I do not. Please, I have work to do.
Have you never been at work and then had someone walk over your freshly mopped floors? Just means you get to mop them all over again.
Yeah, no, I worked a fast food restaurant, and if that happened, I didn't care. Because...
Oh, I haven't, like, people in other places, like, apologize, like, oh, I'm sorry for walking over your mop floor. Like, it's a floor. It's what it's for. I don't care.
I'm like, I did it once. If anything happens to it, bummer.
Oh, yeah.
I did my thing.
Once
Anything after that, I will do a one pass on that work floor, and after that, it's someone else's.
See, just like
Oh, yeah,
that.
so work story. This isn't mine, it's Matthew's, but he's not here. So he came into Office Depot once, which is where I worked, and he saw our manager in the back. To this point, he walks in, sees my boss coughing and choking, dying. He's like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Do you need help?" And I'm just like, "Fuck you, Matthew!" And just incredibly angry. Matthew just leaves. In a later stage, from Mike's point of view, he and some of the other managers are back there doing the one chip challenge. Takes it, starts like dying, but like trying to be a man about it, but just, like, burning in pain. And Matthew just runs back there, and his little squirrely self is like, "Oh my God, can I help you? You know what else?" And yeah, Mike was not the most calm, tempted of gentlemen.
Anyway, thanks for being dumb enough to just waltz in here. Rekka ain't gotta get her hands dirty.
But yeah,
I told you.
Alright, yeah.
I will never do the one chip challenge again. Once was enough.
Yeah, I've not done it once, and I don't think I want to do it once. Like, I like spice as a flavor, as a thing to be enjoyed. Even if it is painfully hot, like, there's a level of that which is fun. and tasty. Original song.
I like defense.
That's good.
I like how they taste.
Oh, that's bad.
More convinced that these robots are people that just got fully converted.
We have been talking over the plot, so let's just say it is. Because you know what? We decide what canon is.
Let's rock, big boy.
Jai, his hands are extra sensitive for, inspecting.
Weird way to say hit them, but okay.
Hands are extra sensitive, you say.
So are mine.
I did the thing I was trying to do. Eventually.
Next time he does that big attack.
Hand down, Jai. Go get him.
I think he's left.
We'll use the other one later,
Once I cut off the first one.
probably.
Oh. Why didn't he start this?
You can't inspect with those.
Try and dodge this.
Ethan, feel the music, feel the music. Ethan, tell a story. What was Mormonism like, Ethan? Come closer so you can hear on the audio. Mormonism.
A religion.
Yeah, it's not a good one. I don't think it's a particularly heinous one.
It's more internally destructive than externally destructive.
The way that they spend their money can be like, did you hear that thing that they had like 100 billion in the bank?
Oh. That's a lot.
Yeah. Like their organization has a lot of money.
Cults tend to.
Yeah. That's what you get when you can unilaterally tell your like people who donate 10%
Yeah.
to heaven.
I donated 10% of my income.
Is Mormons the ones that believe that only like 5,000 people are getting into heaven?
No, it's different. I'm pretty sure it's 200.
It was a number.
Yeah, it wasn't very specific. I thought it was fun.
So, Jesus or God only counts in base 10, even though, if anything, it would be base like 12, because there's way more like 12 and 9 in the Bible. Like 12 and 9 or an 8 are much more common, so that would make more sense. But, yeah.
Bible making sense? Are you kidding me?
I don't know, I found it funny because Jehovah's Witnesses has more than 250,000 members at this point. So it's only admitting to themselves that only a few people are going to get in.
I mean, Calvinists exist in regular Christianity.
Or Calvin.
That it's basically there is no free will. You only get into heaven if God wants you to. That you are some people are predetermined to go to heaven, and others are predetermined to go to hell, and it's just like.
Which, by the way, if you think God is omnipotent, then yes, that's true.
Yeah, and it's just like, nah, that's no, not a fan of that one.
You're not a fan, but let's be honest. If God is omnipotent, then that's just factually true. He already knows everything that's going to happen.
I think that their argument is often not just that, but also that this is his intent. It's also just like why would you be like, yeah, let's make a hell, and I want to just have half of these people suffer forever because that'd be funny.
Well, that's just normal Christian.
Yeah, I grew up Christian, never believed in hell.
Yeah, I have some friends that are Christian still, and that's their stance on it, which is the only reason why we're friends.
Mormons believe in the three heavens. So better people get better heaven.
You got a killer track.
Are Mormons the one that believes that you get your own permanent? Or is that still Jehovah's Witnesses?
No, that is
Every song's gotta end.
Yeah, the top tier of kingdoms is just you get to create.
You get to be your own little god.
I thought Mormons were all women are eternally popping out babies, or is that also Jehovah's Witnesses? They're the same.
I haven't heard that one.
I remember hearing that one of them, it's women are eternally pregnant and popping out babies. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the thing.
Yep. If that's wrong.
By the way, I love our first episode with real good audio immediately dives into religion.
Oh yeah. Because fuck it, why not?
Alienating huge chunk of potential audience.
Exactly. That's what you want. I mean, they're not going to go back and watch this episode. What are the odds? They're going to watch the first one and go, this is awful. Watch the second one. Oh, this is awesome.
I have to make you guys play the Earth Defense again so we get a good episode.
Yeah, I was thinking that for Demon's Souls as well.
Well, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it for like Earth Defense 6.
Oh, yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you know, the true fans will go back and watch it with the shit out of it.
Yeah. Well,
I've definitely gone back and watched the Linus Wayne shows from like 8 years ago. It's hilarious. The last one I watched, they just had announced Steam family sharing
Did you see that?
of accounts, and they were like,
This time,
"Whoa,
just
this is
shut
such
up
a
and
cool
follow me. We really gotta
long
get out.
time ago."
Thing for a long time.
It was an 8-year-old episode.
No
that
complaining this
episode's
time.
old enough to drink.
All right, all right.
At a very young age.
Only in America.
Are you scared?
I think
No. I mean, it
you
is a
should
little
be allowed to drink until you're 25.
Hey, there are no spiders down here, right?
I waited till I was
Spiders?
21
Please don't let there
to
be no
drink.
spiders.
I think I was 20 when I did my first edible.
This it?
In here.
Smoke weed before drinking. That's such a cool tail feature. Where
Yeah.
a wagon had an arrow.
It was such a fucking late 90s, early 2000s tail feature. Alright, maybe even early.
It was like the fans, yeah. But it's not very cool. His legs are just broken.
A rope snare? What are you? Cartoon character?
Yes.
So that's where the magic happens, huh?
You did kidnap her cat.
My name is Peppermint.
Wait, that voice! You're the cat!
808 is my eyes and ears out there. And it looks like she's taken a liking to you.
I would happily have.
Okay, she's yours! She's yours!
I'm just imagining what that tongue would feel like. What is it?
Yeah,
Does it?
that's
Would it feel like a cat's tongue?
We've got work to do.
I hope so, because anything else feels wrong.
I mean, that means they took
I
a real
am.
cat.
Right after you.
No,
Not
they just
necessarily.
synthesized one.
So,
Yes.
and I'm working with a team to expose them. We're small, but
Small meaning just you and your cat? I'm bigger than this.
says Rockstar here. Do you even actually play guitar?
Well,
Did you see they added Cheech and Chongs to one of the Call of Duty games?
Look, this campus
Their
is a
finishers
maze
are
with
just
hallways,
blowing smoke in
lifts,
people's
and dead
faces
ends,
and they
filled
fucking
with
die.
security. You'll need my help to get
But
out
they
of
added
Call of
King
Duty
Kong
seems
stupid
stupid.
into it, and it cost
Horrible
$80.
if it wasn't
Wait, they already did a King Kong map.
perfect.
Like, what the previous Kong movie came out.
Okay, this
Well,
is the
now
Homeworld
we're-
week.
By the way, I may be able to.
You let Giles play more. I think I've primarily been playing.
I played it
I'm not
once.
more.
And then I started telling a story and I handed it to you.
I set up
Well,
a-
yeah, I saw that you were not playing the game, and I was like,
Learn new
I'll move
attacks.
us forward to
You
what
can
he
use them just by
does.
buying
Yeah.
them. Here's your chance to learn new special attacks. Each attack requires a certain amount of reverb gauge, so make sure you have enough before buying.
I think all of them
Also,
are
special
combos.
attacks need to be equipped.
Like you just
can't
get
use them
now you
all.
can. The more you buy, the more you can just button mash.
Well, that's just a new gauge, so I wouldn't do that when I do.
I didn't get to pick it.
I
Oh.
see. So I'll just slot in my attack, and
I
I'm good
tried
to go.
I wanted the one below it, but
And finally, here are items for some permanent upgrades.
What's this?
I've got an idea for something, but let's just say it's still in pre-pro.
How are you doing all this with gears?
Don't underestimate me. I can do more than you think.
That just reminds me of the fucking Rick and Morty thing with Rick stuck in Jerry's brain. It's like it's all geared.
gears and springs. Okay, so you want to go through and pick one that you can play? These are just like combos. How much money do we have? We have enough for all of them.
Not all of them combined, though.
No, not combined. We could buy anyone.
Have either of you guys seen Hell of a Boss yet?
No, I don't watch TV shows.
I watched the first 2 seasons. I haven't watched the third one.
What's Hell of a Boss? Is that what I said? Did I say
Yeah,
Hell
you
of a
said
Boss?
Hell of a Boss. Do you mean Has-Been Hotel?
Yeah.
I have not seen
I also don't watch
I
TV shows.
greatly preferred Hell of a Boss over Has-Been Hotel. I think Has-Been Hotel did get overhyped. There are parts of it I do really like, but between the two of them, I did prefer Hell of a Boss.
Yeah, Hell of a Boss had like a really good story.
Has-Been Hotel has a great story too, but it's just like it's a grander story, and they're treating it like it's a grander story. But I prefer the smaller story of Hell of a Boss.
I mean, I think
Also, Has-Been Hotel is a musical.
Has-Been Hotel's a musical. Oh god.
Okay, so I'm not gonna watch it.
It's got some good songs.
If you want to do the next mission.
Should I do these?
Yeah, try.
Play with the cat.
Man, well, at least it'll be okay. So tell me,
Always good to become a cat's favorite. You've done well.
I do think it's slightly funny that the first game he's showing us is Cyberpunk adjacent.
Yeah.
He's building up to that.
Absolutely.
He's
Mission
you see because he
report.
wants to do a 12-hour long live stream
Like I said,
where we
top
just have to
secret.
keep playing.
And only the top
Okay.
brass of the company
Sprint.
have
So what we do is we load
I'm
up
so worried.
Cyberpunk, but we quit when we find a glitch.
Let's just say someone on the inside gave me a hot tip.
I think it would actually take a while now.
Yeah.
I think you'd be stuck.
We're gonna go back.
No,
and
no,
forth
you see,
on
it'll just one object will flicker, and then you know,
You'll
there we
just
go.
pop.
Production head's office. That's
I'm
right.
surprised
And
at
with
how
our luck,
well
she's busy
polished this
cleaning up
game
your
is
mess at
because it was
QA
just
and
like
won't be
shadow
there.
dropped.
I mean, the
Access
studio's
computer,
made good
steal
games
the files
before.
on Spectra,
That-
and get out.
I mean, they're the publisher, not the
I was
developer.
listening, but
Oh,
sounds
who's
quick
the
and easy.
developer?
The people who made
Hey,
Evil
right?
Within 1 and
Sync
2,
up with your tech
and
through 808.
Ghostwire
Might figure out
Tokyo,
some new
Oh.
tricks
and
for
that
ya.
guy I think also
On a
did
mission
what?
this dangerous? I'm
The
not
director
that stupid.
previously did, I
I'll
think,
leave
some
that to you.
Silent Hill.
All right.
I thought Ghostwire Tokyo was
Wait.
buggy.
So you
I don't know.
lying-
I heard good things about it, but the gameplay didn't look fun to me, so I didn't play it. I think I got it on Epic Game Store. I don't know.
I'm here.
That game also blends in my mind with like 3 other games with similar
Just head to Rekka's
ish
office.
semi-open
You can see it up
environments.
there.
Yeah.
Pretty high up.
You'll have to head through the main production building, but I'll be your guide. Try to keep a low profile.
Sure, that's gonna happen.
Come on, 808. Let's have some fun.
You spend more energy if you do it out of beat, but if you go in beat, like jump, 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 then you can keep it going up.
I know.
That explains why my dashes sucked.
Yeah, you want to do it. Everything in this game, you want to hit the button on it.
Hey, there's Kale! And that's, what's her name? The old Vandalay boss.
Roxanne Vandalay? You see
Roxanne!
build the company from the ground up. Know your history.
Jeez, you don't need to yell.
Just give credit where it's due.
Uh-oh.
If they feel pain,
The robots?
they act like they feel pain. Why would you program your robot to feel pain? Or are we still going with the theory that these are people? They're people. Weird deciding.
Or at least, I don't know, like 808's also a robot. It's just pretty like intelligent. I think
Peppermint, you mean?
No, 808.
808's the name of the cat.
Yeah, the
Oh,
cat's
okay.
a robot and it looks like smart. I think it made some sort of like
Well, it is a black cat, not an orange cat.
yes. Black cats are inherently smarter than white cats.
Orange cats are inherently dumber than black cats.
Black cats are like pretty smart. I heard like Siamese are really smart cats. But yeah, like, orange cats are notoriously stupid.
I didn't think I pressed that button, but I guess it just uses it at the last hit of the battle.
Come on, this is more fun. And as long as Rekka doesn't...
So, do they want to kill you because you are like they try to claim that they have no defects, and the fact that you exist means they kill you to make sure?
Oh, like how Disneyland will rush you out of the park if you have legal injuries to the same people die in the park.
Oh yeah, no. If you die at Disneyland, you won't be pronounced dead till you've left the area. And so technically, no one's ever died there, even though people have died on rides. I know because I was fucking. That's a story.
You were fucking.
Someone died at Disneyland in the train behind my train. Yeah, I will tell that story later on, but that's a story for you guys.
Okay.
Wait, what
Oh,
You just have to hit any button.
Ethan, Nectar is no longer doing the 2 cent.
Yeah, Mark told me about that. It's I think $1.02.
So what it is it's a 2 cent joint with any purchase. And the other cheapest thing you can buy is $1. So it's a
2 joints for
$1 or 2 cents.
No, it's but still.
So it's still not terrible. Like 2 cents for 51 cents a piece is not bad. And I understand why they got rid of it because I never bought anything there. I would go in for my 2 cents and then immediately leave.
No, that's the correct decision financially speaking. I'm not reading that. This is a music game and you expect me to fucking read?
Yep.
Dumbass. 0 out of 10.
What's the point of collecting all that scrap? Is that buying upgrades in the
Yeah,
little
that's
shop?
the upgrades. Like Ratchet.
It honestly does remind me slightly of Ratchet and Clank.
The only
Just has
Ratchet
a
and
few more
Clank game I
everything.
played was the one where they put me in a car.
What?
Yeah, it's Ratchet and Clank. You were in a car, they would design the vehicle and such.
Any ideas?
You're thinking of a different game. You're thinking of
Oh, I'm thinking Banjo
Nuts and bolts. Nuts and bolts. Yeah.
I think I touched a Ratchet and Clank game once at like my cousin's house.
That was awesome.
Ratchet and Clank. I loved them when I was young. They aren't as fun as I remember them being. I went back and was playing through the HD PS3 versions, and was like, "Oh, I'm not enjoying this. Uh-oh."
Nostalgia is a funny thing.
I've heard Rift
Yeah.
Apart's really good.
Yeah.
The US one.
And I remember, like, I semi-recently went and played through, because I hadn't played Into the Nexus before. And I played through that one, and I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it.
There's a game I remember liking as a child, and I really wonder if it's actually as good as I remember. Because it's a 3D Pac-Man platformer game.
Oh shit! Which one? On PS2 or on the PS1 era?
I played it on the Xbox original.
Okay, so that's the PS2 era.
All I can tell you is
No,
there
I
was a
fucking love
force,
that game.
there's
Yes,
a force
the
section,
snow
a
level.
lava section.
Yeah. No,
I don't remember much past that. I think the pink one was in the lava section. No, the red one.
I never made it past the lava section. The snow level was too hard for me as a child, and then when I played it once again as an adult, I got bored of the lava level.
Yeah, I'm just one of the things is like it's really hard as a child, but once you're an adult and actually know how to platform, it's pathetically easy.
I think, as far as I remember, it was actually pretty fun.
I remember having a lot of fun as a kid, but
Hey, you got
my,
an episode.
My Xbox rendering, so
It's on PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. So we should do that for an episode.
if I get it on Cube, I have a couple cubes. GameCubes. My brother had one, and then he took it when he moved out, so my mom bought another one. So I think at one point the original one came back, so we had 2 GameCubes in our house at one point.
Hey, your game right here, and the controllers if you ever want to put back.
My GameCube's here?
No GameCube. Well,
Oh, for the...
used to do Mario, or yeah, and the games like that.
I mean, I have not touched that since, so I might want them back at some point in the future, but...
Here, last time we did came out.
No, I do enjoy this game. I have too much of a backlog that I don't know when I'll get around to this, but I am definitely enjoying this.
It's just such a fun rhythm. Another really fun rhythm game. I don't know if you guys ever played it. Was Space Stream.
No.
That was for the DS. Neither of you had
I
DS.
didn't ever own a
I did not
Nintendo
have a
console.
DS. Yeah.
I didn't own a Nintendo console until my brother ended up picking up a NES when I was like 17, I think. My brother is cool enough to have beaten Battletoads, so you know that's something.
The only thing I know about Battletoads is people pranked at GameStop by calling and asking for Battletoads.
And then they actually did release a Battletoads recently, and so then people could actually do that. So yeah.
Yeah, they recent like Space Invaders is like it's a 2D shooter, shoot 'em up, like where you're like those old like arcade games where you're on the bottom back and forth.
You mean like Space Invaders?
Yeah, I've never played it.
I've played Space Invaders. I've not played this version.
Well, they released a new one for the Switch.
I like how the statue's face changes as you it. I will say, he reminds me of Handsome Jack a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that. You played through all the Borderlands recently, right?
I haven't completed 3 because the person I was playing with, life stuff happened, our schedules don't line up much. But I've played through all of Borderlands 1 and its DLCs, all of Borderlands 2's its DLCs, all of Borderlands 3, but not all of its DLCs. I would say definitely play all of Borderlands 2, all of its DLCs. Some are more fun than others, but they're definitely worth checking out, especially if you love Borderlands. Do not play Borderlands 1. Just don't. If you want to, fine. Play Borderlands 1 story, and then play the Claptrap DLC. Do not touch any of the other ones.
Did you play the prequel?
Oh yeah, I played prequel. Prequel is really fun. I honestly say because it came out after 2, so it's like the best of 2. But it's just really short. So, like you can beat it way faster than the other ones. Yeah. But the low gravity is a nice gimmick. Being able to play his Claptrap is fun. His special is just all of the other specials from all of the other characters in 1 and pre-sequel.
Is it just a random list?
You can unlock them in the skill tree, so you can kind of control what comes up, but yes, it is random.
I do always expect for some reason my dash is going to go through them, and then it doesn't.
I want to like Borderlands 1, but it just got insufferable.
It gets very grindy, and like the combat, the enemies get too strong compared to you pretty easily without doing a lot of grinding.
Borderlands 3 gameplay is phenomenal. I think the actual like playing the game, no story, just playing mindless shooting. Borderlands 3 is the way to go. Story of Borderlands 2 is much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Isn't Borderlands 2 really good because they were supposed to develop a different game and they like siphoned all the money?
Stanley Pitchford, famous pedophile, did, use the budget of Aliens Colonial Marines to instead make Borderlands 2. But you know, what else would you expect from a pedophile? I'm sure us using that word multiple times has definitely made this video get a lot of ad revenue.
I don't think we're eligible for ad revenue anyway.
I know.
I also said it too. This is for adults.
That's not who I wanted to target.
Just terrible.
Wait, no, I think no, it's the opposite. You got the joke wrong.
Are you gonna upload the Dream videos as separate videos?
Probably, yeah. I was probably gonna put every month of them.
Because the next video we release will be the what's it called? Catch up.
Yeah.
Summary.
So I was thinking of making one more for that one, and then we do a 4.
I think we should have like a Mario Party type game. Maybe not Mario Party because Nintendo see our asses, but something like that is for background footage. Because I don't think we can just talk about this for 3 hours.
I think we could. I think us talking about we need to come up with topics, but yeah. Because as Ethan mentioned, he wanted this to originally be a talking podcast, and I went, oh yeah, but we should definitely have a bit of this other stuff interspliced.
Yeah, I think if we had especially if we wrote stuff, then we'd have writers.
Well, we don't. We just need to write topics and a bit of.
I mean, did you have an idea for a topic you wanted to talk about on the podcast since we're here?
I did not plan. But now that I'm jobless, I will be able to do that stuff. Shout out leaving your job. What a great thing. Highly recommend it if you are financially able.
Oh no, I think everyone should quit their jobs just for like a week. You know,
honestly,
show.
Oh, did you hear about
mean
how much?
General strike?
Did you guys hear about how much money was lost due to people being non-productive during the eclipse? Think about that. But like, how much you could fuck up the economy if you did that again? Like, if it's that easy to fuck up that much of the economy, come on, guys. Everyone needs to quit their job. Everyone needs to apply for Medicaid as well, and like all of those benefits.
I mean, they just immediately cut it. I would have loved if you needed to dash, you just fell all the way back down.
I don't think there's any fall damage though.
I do love. I get annoyed when gates have fall damage. Like I've been playing Deep Rock Galactic, and the main way I've died is through fall damage. And you may say, just watch where you're going, and I say no. I saw a dirt wall, I was like, I could dig through that, and I started to dig through it, and then I fell like 10 stories. Like, that's a big cave down there. Cool.
Yeah, no, I don't like fall damage. I was playing Lies as well, and there was a whole like thing where you have to walk like you're climbing rafters, and the rafter beams are super tiny and they think they're moving you, and they shove you off when they hit you, and it took forever to get back.
If you like rhythm games, I could. I think you have VR, so if you can hook yours up to the computer, I could bring my VR. We could do Pistol Whip.
Claire, can you have 2 VR?
I don't know. Is Pistol Whip multiplayer? No, but Beat Saber is.
Yeah, I just don't know enough about like streaming in VR. Like that's such a hard thing to do.
Is it? Because you just have your camera like we have here, and then you're just streaming the stream. Because when you have VR, especially through Steam, you can just hit U and it'll pop up just like this.
Oh.
You can pick which eye or make sure both which you're looking to do. This is coming from someone who has set up my VR for like family game nights and just had it on the screen as well as in the VR.
Yeah, I used to do VR nights with you and We would do that a lot. He would. I remember I kept writing. So I didn't.
God damn.
Womp womp womp.
Title. Oh, we're actually dead.
I was super annoyed because one of my I
wait.
lost the cable for one of my cameras for VR. And I'm out of warranty, so Steam won't give me another one. I have to buy like a whole new fucking camera. Those things are not cheap. You also can't buy one, you have to buy two at least.
Could you go on eBay?
Maybe.
Shout out any eBay links, you guys, in the comments, so we can find the link.
I might just be able to find because I have the fucking camera. I just need the cable for it.
I mean,
But
did they make it a very specific cable, or is it like
It's
a general
just a
cable?
small round one of a specific size, and I went to my wire box and I didn't have it. It already picked it.
You could Reddit it because you can't Google things anymore. Fuck you, Google. I like being able to Google things and find the information I need, and now I have to search Reddit for a set time to be like 2021 to find any information.
I don't use Google. I use Brave, which is slightly better than Google. It's not the greatest, but if you want the Google experience without it being Google. The only thing about Brave that annoys me is that they will be like, oh, do you want AI to, or do you want ChatGPT to try and
No.
autofill your response? Like, no, I don't.
That's why I downloaded something that isn't Google or Bing.
I just have an odd ad block.
Yeah.
And I set the ad block to block the AI.
Yeah. That guy, his attacks, I always dodge early on them.
I'm assuming you're safe from that attack if you're in the air when he does that, or is it like... One thing about Overwatch that annoys me is Orisa's ult can hit you no matter how high up in the air you are, even though it's a ground slam. And I'm like, I am 20 feet up in the air, I should not be getting hit by this.
Oh, so just a vertical pillar?
I think 20 feet in the air might be a bit of an exaggeration, but there's definitely been times where I'm like high up and she does her ground slam and it feels damage to me like this. Why do I have to play as this dude? I want to play as the other character. I want to play as
You can later.
Nice. Does she get an MP3 installed in her chest?
It's more like not like you fully play as them, but more like you call to swap places with them for a minute. Like you
I think,
like Batman Arkham Knight, the game I never played.
I think this might ruin our theory about the Ming people.
You know? Fuck you.
Because we also saw these parts being made earlier out of like bags of trash. Unless those were human bodies in bags of trash.
I mean, hey, that sounds like a human body to me. Human bodies are just bags of trash.
Isn't that their Star Trek line that's fleshy sacks of mostly water when they find a silicon-based life form?
Sure.
I think
Live
that's old
long
generation.
and prosper.
I meant to say original series, but I said old generation.
Not the next generation, the old generation. It's like, yeah, I know, I think that works the same way that it's World War I, even though that's not what it was called at the time. Now it's
One of my favorite jokes is like the time travel is like, oh yeah, World War I. Like, do you mean World War I?
Yeah. No, originally they called it the Great War because it was so great.
So great they had to have a sequel.
Exactly. We really need to finish this trilogy. I'm quoting J-Reg, I don't actually believe this.
Who knows what the fuck's going on? My TikTok is covered in people like, it's World War III, and I'm like, I don't know. I was talking with Matthew, I'm like,
It's definitely...
is it just propaganda? Am I falling for war propaganda? Am I the crazy person here?
I mean, it's definitely a thing that you should be paying attention to, keeping an eye on, because it's not good. It's definitely like, oh, this is the closest... This is where... We keep, like, doing the tiptoeing towards nuclear war with other nations, and then go, let's back away from the ledge. And we just keep doing that.
I saw a really interesting video that was talking about, so, like, of course the war would start with Iran, And in the simulations, like the U.S. The U.S. government has like done simulations with all the like countries, and we lost trying to invade Iran. Like the general was like he played to win, so he like did everything that he could, and he won. And then they made him like they handicapped the country. They were like, you can't actually use anti-tank missiles, you can't do this stuff. And of course he lost. He actually gave up. He was just like, no, you guys just removed like half of what the country can do. That's not an accurate representation of this fight.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a lot. It's the sort of thing where war really isn't the going. It's hard to do a war that actually is trying to instill a change. Like, that's why the CIA exists. We just peacefully overthrow their governors, at least peacefully on our soil, by causing mass strife in the location and instilling a dictator that we want there. We're renting at politics and religion. Wow, that took no time at all. But like, yeah, no, like, war is not the most effective way. You instead just assassinate their political leaders and try to frame it as an uprising of the populace, even though it's not, and it only benefits the ultra wealthy. If you're watching this, CIA, go fuck yourself. But also, hi, thank you for giving us a view. Thanks for being a fan. Support us on Patreon. Shoot us in our sleep.
We have a Patreon. I have a Patreon if someone finds it. I made it when I was like 15. So if you manage to find my Patreon.
Report it, because it was made by someone underage at the time.
Oh, I can't have a PayPal because of that. I made a PayPal when I was like 17. And they're like, you can't have this. And when I was old enough, I was like, hey, can you reinstill this? I'm old enough. And they're like, yeah, you just need to provide photo ID. And I'm like, oh, I don't have photo ID. And they're like, well, then I can't fix it. And I was like, this is stupid. I'm old enough. I just don't have photo ID. I don't have a driver's license. I do have this, though. Does this count? And they permanently banned me.
Damn.
I mean, I think if I tried now and I fought it, they'd probably reinstate me. But as of right now, I have a permanent ban on PayPal.
I mean, I think it's just for that. You could probably just bring a different card. I don't think they're gonna still have a record of your name.
Yeah, I think they just banned that bank account, which I don't even use anymore. I can get my other bank, but I do think it's funny to say that I do think it's funny to say that permanently banned from PayPal.
You're that toxic, they banned you on PayPal.
Lockdown over here. Peppermint.
I mean, hey, we know someone who's banned on Tinder.
Kept getting into arguments. How much crime I commit? I think I would be banned from more places, but I think I'm just good at crime.
No, you don't get banned for doing crime. You get banned for getting caught doing crime.
Would you like to show the audience your no smoking sign?
Let's not admit that on thing.
Hold up, Chai. See that door?
Just wasn't want anyone smoking in his apartment. It's perfectly reasonable.
There's no crimes that have gone on or are currently going on here.
I like exciting.
I don't smoke.
More fun.
And not indoors.
No.
It wasn't visible. That was the most pathetic cloud.
I specifically get these ones because they don't do clouds. Because then I can smoke indoors most of the time. That's always you have to click the right
L1.
bumper. Yeah, and then it'll connect to
L1.
that.
Back up maybe until it lights up, because it needs to be lighting up. Yeah. Oh, okay. Do I do anything? Oh,
You're gonna swing.
oh.
Do I do anything? Swing straight into the path of the net.
I swung to see how it worked, and then it just immediately was in something.
Oh yeah? Well, look ahead.
It's a good mix of gameplay in this, though.
Yeah.
This is a huge ass factory.
Am I meant to hit it the 3 times, or just the 1?
Yeah, the This game doesn't lend itself to be a button smasher though, like the actual.
Nope. Loading screen.
Cutscene.
Admit it, Peppermint. You wish you were doing this.
Actually, no. Also, looks like you've been spotted.
That's as far as you go.
Finish the punk. Oh, you did finish the punk streak. Hell yeah.
That bitch a while ago.
Tuck and
I've
roll,
had
Shy.
4 drinks.
Good job at transitioning between animation and cut.
Well,
Yeah, like graphics of the game like lend
They're
itself
actually
well to
pretty
like.
close to Rekka's office now.
see, I told you it'll work out.
Why are you
Some
beating
good
him?
work, I must. Oh, you poor lad. Must be delusional from the fall. I am not your enemy.
Nice guy. Stop beating him up.
Sometimes beating up good guys gives you health. I need help.
You can also break the barrels down there.
Apparently, you cannot climb the ladder or drive the forklift. You are not forklift certified. Which, by the way, I'm not forklift certified.
Yet,
I keep driving the forklift to work though. Under supervision, they're calling it practice.
Yeah, do they pay
Oh.
you certified?
Do they pay me to get certified?
Or no, will they pay for you to get certified? Like, they'll pay the certification fee?
I'm assuming so.
Thought this might come in handy.
you gotta put that on your profile.
Ready for
Yeah, I've heard. I think you said last time.
Yes.
Okay, so this is where you can kind of like spawn. And then you can.
Whoa! How did you?
Just a bit of temporal displacement. Kinda complicated. Not your lingo, but one of 808's hidden features.
You could have been here this whole time.
Didn't think you needed me, Mr. Confident.
Okay, so you can't play as her, but you can just summon her.
Well, you are kind of because you're choosing what she does, but yeah, you don't play.
That's one of my deepest annoyances with Deep Rock Galactic is that there are no female character model options. And there is a thing from the developer being like, well, if we added female character models, we'd have to like redo all of the skins and stuff. And I'm just like, just release a DLC that has one female option. Just one. That's all I.
It is. I have heard people talk about like the game development cost is actually insane for doing that level of addition.
If they were remaking every single skin to have a female option, yes. But I'm just simply stating they could add one option. Just one.
You need to get her out. Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, remaking every single skin that they have released to add boobs would probably be a bit too much. That I understand.
I know, I'm gonna reset my health this way. Right? This will reset my health.
Yeah, I think you.
We were at low health anyway.
Oh, it's got a hardtail.
Yeah, there we go.
Doesn't look
I know how to do this. I was holding the button to do this before you stopped me. Let me do it.
Call me in.
Let me do it.
Ugh, you sound like a video game tutorial.
Yep, thanks. Thanks for acknowledging that. I know. Thank you. I know.
This is your punishment for dying on an incredibly easy jump.
Oh. Okay. I thought. Why is that there? Why is that open?
It opens when the thing's up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
That-
not a
that
platform
looks
you
like-
need to stand on. It's just a door that opens.
It looks like it's a platform. I don't blame
That's
myself
because
for
the
that.
other doors that open are our platforms.
Yeah. I'm not reading it. I'm not.
Fuck you, people watching want to read that. Let me go check chat, see if anyone's in the audience.
Yeah.
Go get him, Shy. Here we go.
Oh.
Let's go.
Okay, in that situation, the camera moved on me.
Oh, that was me driving around.
Oh, okay. I was like, what happened there? Oh. Love that. Okay.
Quicker than that.
Light him up.
Do you have any more work stories you want to share?
I'll tell. Let's see. Ooh. I was like, I have someone who works at my job I just left who hates me, but I also don't know if I should mention it because it was HR related. I'm not. I don't know.
Don't use real names. Sorry, I'm watching the stream, so I'm either.
Oh yeah.
Just don't use real names. Use fake names.
There was a person at a place I worked at. This person, this individual who will remain nameless and genderless, got in trouble and got written up. This isn't really funny. This is just this person might be very delusional. And by might be, I mean is delusional. I was going to list a thing that didn't happen with me, but I did then look on their, because I'm HR adjacent. I was able to. Telling stories and playing this game's not fun. No. Let me talk.
Yeah, I was great. Still hear the story, but let's listen to that. Play better.
You know, yeah, you do it, and I'll continue the story. I cannot tell a story and play this game at the same time. So this person had previously accused someone at my job of poisoning them. They ended up going to the doctor, and they had not been poisoned. This person is very delusional, as mentioned, and they think everyone hates them and the world is against them. So they at one point, they get written up when I'm here, and so they get written up, and so as a person talking with them, they just go like, "You can't fire me! You can't fire me!" And the boss is just like, "I am the boss. Yes, I do have that permission to. It is in my power to do so as your boss. But that's not what this is about. I'm just letting you know that what you did is bad, and you need to not do that." And then delusional person started clutching their heart as if they were having a heart attack. And then
because they realized, like, could in theory be fired.
Possibly. And then, like, we kind of stopped for a second, and they immediately stopped clutching their chest as soon as they stopped getting talked to. And it just, what's going on here? And then, yeah, the boss is like, so just don't do these things, okay? And then, like, you will sign the paper that says we've had this talking? Sure, okay. Because I'm only HR adjacent, then the person wants to have the actual meeting with the head of HR, because I'm just an HR assistant. So talking with HR, that delusional person says that, yeah, the boss threatened to fire me and all these terrible things. I'm like, no. So I bring up like, no, I wrote notes down during this meeting, and you said that he couldn't fire you, and he said no, it is within his power to do so, but he didn't say he was going to. And then they just start giving me the meanest death glare the entire rest of that meeting, and it's like every time they're done talking, they just look at me with a "I could kill you right now" look. And I'm just like, okay, this is weird. This hasn't happened to me before. And after that's over, apparently they start going around to people and saying, "Don't trust David. He's a liar." And yeah, so apparently that person hated my guts and thinks I'm a liar because I read off what notes I had taken about them. So afterwards is when I found out that they had accused someone of poisoning them, and then they got tested after they accused that person. They went to a hospital and found out no, they weren't. So yeah, not necessarily a great person, but that was someone at the company I used to work for, and I don't work for anymore. That other person, delusional person, still
Hit the
does.
lever, Kronk.
Wrong lever. I like that there's guitar attached to every swing.
that guitar even have strings, or is it just scrap metal shaped like guitar?
But yeah, there's a reason why I do genuinely, as much as I trash talk the job, there were a lot of good people there, and but yeah, no, there was just a few bad apples, as it says.
I'm just saying that does remind me of a story. At my second job, I've been working there for 2 years at this point, and I've been through several, I don't know what the term would be, minor managers. Like, there's the main store manager, and then there's the person above me. And that position swapped out a lot. Like, every 3 to 6 months, there'd be a new person in that position. And so the guy came in, and he started giving a spiel, and I'm like, hey, you're gonna say X, Y, Z, go through the plan. Like, he's like, yeah, that's my entire speech. I was like, yeah, I know. You're not the first new manager who's gonna come here and say you're changing stuff up. No, you're not. And you will be gone within 6 months. And he was.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just like, hey man, you need to show me respect. I could fire you. I went, no, you can't. The main boss can fire me. And he's like, well, I can tell him to fire you. And I went, you do that. You see how that goes.
If word of advice, if you're ever at a job and they say, this job has a lot of upwards mobility, that means this is a job that no one wants to stay at. This is not a stable place that anyone's going to be here for very long. That said, if you are at a place where you hear that, why not take advantage of that often upwards mobility? And
I do want to point out that none of the bosses left because they were fired or anything. They just found better jobs and moved on.
yeah,
But the main boss did pull me to the office and reprimanded me for scaring the new manager. It's apparently telling him that you're not going to last here more than about 6 months. Really freaked him out.
I guess.
My boss didn't like that. I was like, I mean, it's true. Let me count through them. We don't last more than 6 months. He's like, yeah, but you can't tell them.
Yeah, no, your boss is correct at stopping you from doing that. Can I get through there?
Not yet.
I feel I can.
That is an invisible wall, my friend.
Not.
It's a very visible wall.
You're gonna die.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, I think he ended up leaving and becoming. He got a job in a prison, I think, which paid significantly more.
It actually, no, it just costs him his soul.
Yeah, I had a cousin who was like, "Oh, you want to come move to the small town in the middle of nowhere?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, come on, you work at the prison. It pays really well." I'm like, "That's not something that makes me want to move there more."
My dad was what is it? What are they called?
Asshole?
Oh,
Prison guard?
Yeah. Kind of.
Asshole.
Is that your body down there? What's that in the water?
The edges are rounded and do not land as much as I
Wait,
think.
is that something you can shoot?
No, I
I think
can't.
you gotta go back to the main floor first.
I do not like the platforming in this game. It feels sloppy.
What kind of angle do you need to get on that to shoot it?
I'm trying to grapple to it instead.
Go get him, Shy.
Oh, you just fuck up his day. It doesn't do anything.
That was harsh. He was just killing Peppermint.
You aim, I shoot. So it's on you.
Point.
I think I landed on that one.
Okay, so not related, but my brain. I was hanging out with my friend Mountain Dew, and we were looking
That
at
is such
about.
a weird name.
That's their online name. I'm not gonna say their.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
No, their actual name is Mountain Dew.
I thought they were like an NB who went with that as their name, and I went, well,
To be fair, I have met several entities with some very
Yeah,
interesting names.
that's
No.
why I didn't question it. That's
No,
why I was like,
I-
that, you know.
I will call people by their online names.
Okay, that's fine. I just genuinely thought that was just an NB because in where we live, that's not impossible.
I'm trying to remember. There was one NB I knew that had a really cool name, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. I just remember being like, that's a cool name.
Peppermint, come on!
I can't remember what it was. Story. I say something about Mountain Dew, but I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't know your stories.
How did I start it?
That you had a friend named Mountain Dew.
Oh, I remember what it was. It actually has to do with NB. Yeah, it's just that we were looking at Valorant, and Valorant just released a new NB hero, and I didn't know that. And I was like, oh, she looks cool. And they were just like, they. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then Overwatch also released a new non-binary hero, so when that one dropped, I was like, oh, she looks cool. And they're like, they. I'm like, I'm not trying to be transphobic. I just didn't know.
Oh, that's wrong kind of special.
Peppermint, come on!
Go get him, Shy.
Peppermint, your turn.
Try this out.
Oh, no, I thought I was gonna jump to something else after that.
Try this out.
Not just stand on it. Okay. Oh, okay.
Peppermint. Here we go. Peppermint, come on!
I could use less platforming in this game.
Teamwork! Hooray!
Pep up, Chai. We're almost there.
Oh well, I guess your whole get to Rekka's.
Oh yeah, so Overwatch released a new hero that is non-binary.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, we always do it all the hard work here.
Oh, it wouldn't be so hard if you just.
they are very fun to play as. The only thing that annoys me about them is that they are a projectile that explodes after a while. So aiming is really low bar, and if you are just in front of them and they're shooting your general vicinity, you're gonna die. And that's kind of annoying to play against.
The classic.
Found them to be kind of a glass cannon. They did really good damage up close, especially when you sneak up at like 1-1.
As Moira, I've consistently been able to kill them. I don't know if it was just because they were bad, but
Moira raid.
I don't know.
That's where the character kind of falls apart. The blood adversary because you're outside the range.
Well, you have also noticed, you're saying that they're kind of glass cannon, that they get temporary shields every time you use it.
I don't think it switches me from my hand.
What?
Not Bastion. Yeah, Bastion, the robot shooter.
Where main is Bash,
I've
the
no
guy
idea.
that turns into a turret. Oh, wow. Just
It's the ultimate heavy attack of a character.
listen. I play as my main is Reinhardt, who is C tier at best. I play him because he's not good, but he's just fun. Bastion is one of my main characters, so fuck you.
I'm not good that way. I play with people who are good, so I need that. I like playing Widow. Play.
Are you gonna give the battle pass? Not even for the Widowmakers?
Which character has the best porn, guys?
The best porn?
Or
Again, that's quantity. We're talking quality here.
Winston.
you
took way longer than I was expecting for a reaction.
Sorry, no, because I was seriously thinking of an answer to this question. And then my brain was.
Either those two or Eva.
Perfectly honest, it's a personal question. Like, for instance, I would say May, but I think I'm in the minority here.
I was for sheer quantity of what people are most good.
If we're
Is it-
talking sheer quantity, the answer is Ursa.
I thought it was Diva. I thought Diva was apparently the most searched porn term for like the fifth year in a row.
I mean, maybe? I was thinking,
Yeah, I got that. I could tell.
I love May because she has tons of new skins. For instance, she has a boxing skin that's called MMA.
Okay.
Trying to think of literally any other. She has several skins that names right now.
All people like
You can call more people.
I got a next. Right? Okay. No C. It was S in the corner.
As is what you apparently had for your streak. The rolls. That's in the corner.
That's what the guy did at your job. Time to deliver a pizza ball.
Just play it cool.
Pizza time.
I'm not paying for that.
Oh.
Bully Maguire videos are the highest form of art.
Rekka is. Now that's just rude.
Brothers with you.
I suggest you stop that. Oh.
Violence against women.
I don't know, Ethan. Is it my older brother?
Which one? I know you're the youngest. I always forget Levi's girl.
It's the West. Yeah.
I know this may get
I
me
knew
in
it was coming
trouble,
out. I just forgot it was the 1960s.
That is the love. Oh, unrequited.
You have plans with
So long as I stay
this
here.
stuff.
No. I might surprise him with something, but. Yeah, he definitely wanted to hang out.
Bigger, stronger. Is this promo for I'm trying to
Is this NHR?
figures you don't nah. The worker this world
But we
hell, we can't this
I love that guy. Keep off.
put the complaint in the message box. Or as I call it, the round file.
The fact that he's a robot, but also the detective gives me vibes from the Beaver movie, the Sherlock Holmes Beaver.
Yeah.
Hundreds of Beavers is one of the best films ever made. I don't know if I could survive another viewing of it.
Please don't make me look weak. I must impress her.
Who else forgot their brother's birthday today? Shout it out in the comments. Is this a boss fight?
I think it is.
We're on streamer mode, so we don't get cool music.
Suspicious at all.
You want to be successful? You want to be productive?
No.
You gotta be
Yeah,
aggressive.
not talking to the guy that just quit his job.
Yeah.
And when a defect punk like you wants to run out of here, you're just asking for it.
Asking for what exactly?
You disrespecting me? That's it. The gloves are coming off.
I can see that. What was your plan for this, Peppermint?
I don't know. Fight?
You're paying me double for this.
But I'm not paying you anything.
Hey! I'm the main show here. So let's get ready to crumble.
I'm not trying to do that. Does that just happen on its own?
Maybe sometimes if you build it up for too long, it just like.
I thought I was out of range. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Boss. Big lady.
Not bad. Very defense. Use some juice.
I'm guessing it's a don't touch.
What Fong plays here?
I never know because we were playing on streamer mode.
I don't play That's on that.
You're gonna piss off so many people if we had anyone listening to us right now.
Let me go check chat, see who's online.
Hey, chat, how's it going?
Some people have watched the videos though. I think our first one got like
The audio being okay, I can understand. Yeah, crazy right now. Trying to figure out that stream on Twitch. I think that is. I don't think people really come to YouTube to watch.
No, they don't.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I really cannot even attack right.
You ain't gonna ruin this company's rep.
Everything that she does, Kai looks horrified about. He's like,
oh, okay.
I like how you dodged into that one. Why did she give you a gun?
I think it's her arm. Would you give this guy a gun?
Okay.
Am I just stun locked?
Yeah.
Okay, please don't die.
Got so far.
I tried so hard. I don't like the camera half the time.
Yep. Oh, so close. Oh, got her in the back.
Yeah, I went, you know what? Fuck it. I can just end this with an R2. Yes, it's an Xbox controller. Yes, I'm saying R2. I will never call it anything other than that. I don't fucking know. It's an Xbox controller. RT or something?
That sounds about right.
RT and RB, and I'm never gonna remember what those are. Even though it's like trigger and bumper. I don't
It
care.
turned into a real guitar because he dragged it on the floor.
Oh, I did it for the previous boss as well. I missed it though.
I've noticed it a couple times. It's just the first time I'm pointing it out.
Hell yeah.
That woman's dead.
We got a good clear time.
Yeah.
Alright, so what you need to do is you need to get a D, an A, and a G.
Dad.
Dad. Anything else you get to spell out? I think so.
Bad.
Yeah, you
Cab. Add. No. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think.
Is there an F tier? How low does it go?
Looks like we found our AI.
This is a screensaver, Chai. Wait. Spectra is designed to interface with user perception and reasoning? This gives Vandalay direct access to people's minds. Would you make that thing stop? I'm trying to concentrate. What did you just do?
You said make it stop.
Rekka, please tell me you've dealt with the defect. What in the hell am I looking at?
The name's Chai, not Defect.
Where's Rekka?
Oh, haven't you heard? Better start looking for a new production head.
Is this some sort of joke?
Oh, now this is a juicy meeting.
All the bosses in the game?
Yeah.
Do you want me to reschedule this?
Zanzo, I think you're muted, honey.
Oh, I was going to say.
Corsica, get your people to production right away.
Oh, yes, sir.
Go ahead, send whatever you want. See this? Peppermint and I are gonna kick your ass with your own tech.
Peppermint?
And if that's not enough, check out
Just
my
fucking said her name.
Slam it down and...
Idiot! Come on!
9 Inch Nails, 9 Inch Nails. People like Black Keys, The Prodigy, people like... I don't know the other bands.
Just like my college score sheet.
U.S. college?
Yes. Community, but I went to
Oh.
college.
Oh, you didn't get a bachelor's, you got the
Associate. I got a transfer degree, so I could have, but I never figured out what I wanted to do with my life. And then I was like, you know what? I like not having a lot of debt.
You know, that's a good call.
I'm working the same kind of jobs I probably would be working anyway.
You mean, as someone
Warehouse.
with a degree, I have an English degree, so I made a mistake. I did somehow end up in accounting in an HR adjacent position, but I don't know how that happened. I worked temp jobs, and then I ended up there somehow.
All this time, and I'm a stubborn loser. Also, Peppermint is way cooler than me. Yo, what the?
Still still doubting?
But you made me say that. Couldn't Vandalay have designed this for, research or something?
Only you wouldn't find this suspicious. The point is, they can, and I need to stop that.
Well, I wish you
I've had conversations with my coworkers like that about like unionization and stuff. Like the company doesn't do that, but they can. They wouldn't. I mean, they would, but they can't right now. In theory, they can. That's just the kind of conversation with my coworkers. I'm like, they don't. They're a good company. They're a good company because they're in a field that could easily be unionized.
Hey, Chai.
What now?
Not leveling up?
Sorry, I need to pet the cat.
Oh, okay.
I bet if you could talk, you'd say I looked pretty cool back there.
I'm sure I did pretty great there with the B's and B's and B's and a few C's. Hold Y. Okay. We should have done that last time.
Neat.
I'll save my almost dying at Disneyland story for the next episode or something. We only have a few attacks left, or unless they've unlocked more attacks.
They're custom chips to boost some of your abilities.
Sounds cool.
With a
Can you
few
have
broken
multiple at
Armstrong
once?
parts,
You
I
have to
can make
unlock
you
them.
passive skills.
So if you unlock the
I
ability.
went ahead and made you one on the house.
Thank you.
Cuts down the time needed
Okay.
to call me in during battle.
It's all about you, isn't it?
Anyway,
Why do I need a
you'll
chip
need
to
to
how
upgrade
frequently I
this
can
for
call
them
you
today.
in? Is this an upgrade for the cat?
No, it's just a like skill up.
I mean, in lore.
Right now, you don't have many slots to work with, but with some upgrades, you can mix and
Okay,
match
yeah, it's there are
skills.
more one slots.
How you feeling, Ethan?
So,
Oh,
bring me back any Armstrong
sick.
parts you find, would ya?
Fuck yeah, feeling sick, bro.
Just nauseous.
We can.
No, I say no. I don't.
Water. Atmosphere. I stay hydrated. Comes with a compatible app.
Oh, it did. Those are probably worth doing. The additional things, maybe. I don't know. The other ones.
These are just permanent upgrades.
Those are special attacks that you can assign. Though we probably want more attack attacks. And then we also have. She
Did I
has some.
sell that
Press
one?
left or right. Oh, you sell.
Yeah, I
it.
accidentally sold XYXXX.
Oh.
Sorry.
If you go to the right, though. No. Yes. Yeah, she has some.
You don't have any money though.
Now we don't have any money.
Yeah, you have 33 dollars.
That's gonna be me in not long. Because I don't have a job. That's the joke.
We know what you're for. It's okay. You can cut my teeth!
That was not a word.
I think you know what I meant.
I think the best one so far is just this default one.
I mean, you're probably right. What the fuck even is this? A robot watering a plant?
Mm-hmm. But we have the green one, then it matches the drink we had. To remind us. We had something. It was a thing.
Where did it go? Where did I go?
What time is it?
9 o'clock.
Well, that is about the 3-hour mark for our stream.
Or 2.5, but yeah.
Rather than when we started. We tried to start it.
Yeah, we tried to start at 6. I think we started at 7. Yeah. We can definitely, or at least wind it down and go into more of a talking than a... Yeah. I think this is probably a good place to stop. Well, no, I do genuinely enjoy this game. I think it's a game I would need to play on my own so I can actually focus on it. Because trying to talk and play the game's not easy.
Oh yeah, that's true for all the games we've been playing so far.
I can do Elden Ring and like Souls and Demon Souls while talking, but EDF as well. The final boss, as hard as that was on easy mode, it was still doable.
Yeah, on easy mode with way overpowered weapons. Yeah. The you were doing that on. For when it comes to Earth events, we were just trying to finish it at that point.
It was only on medium, not but still.
I'm just gonna mess around in this training room if you guys want to talk.
Yeah. No, I do genuinely enjoy this. This is a lot of fun. And I'm like, I'll have to get around.
I like the art style of it. I do love the
cell shading.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Borderlands kind of look, but yes, cell shading.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's also just a nice, like, linear game, you know? You go through it.
That is my preference for video games. I want a 8 to 20 hour single player experience that's done, and I don't feel like I've missed content by not doing something. I want to feel like I've missed content because it's a narrative game that I know there's choices along the way that lock you out of content. More games need to lock people out of content based on decisions. Do it. I don't care that you're going to be wasting all that resource time developing a thing that I will never see, statistically speaking. Do it.
There's a game that's in development. They have a demo for it. That's a personality test.
I saw that.
I don't know if it's the same one I'm talking about. Probably.
Oh, no, that one already came out. It's called Disco Elysium.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. Sure.
Disco Elysium is the best personality, or at least political test. It's the best political alignment test.
Yeah. What's your political alignment test result? Not your actual political alignment. What did you get from the test?
So I wasn't playing it fully seriously till about halfway through. Originally, I was like, whatever the funniest option was, I was picking. But by the end of it, I was like, anarchist cop and apocalypse cop. I think I got most.
Anarchist cop. I'm sorry. What?
So the plot of Disco Elysium, which I'll probably make you guys play, is you wake up in your hotel room and have no idea who you are, and you step out of your hotel room and someone is standing on the balcony next to your hotel room and goes, "Good morning, officer." And then it's a dialogue game, and one of the options is, "I'm a policeman?"
Okay, so all of them are cops.
So you are, like, there is an identity that you have assumed, but your character doesn't know who that is. Highly recommend this game, and it's higher. It's pretty far down the list, though, of games I want to make you guys play. It is, yeah.
I think the next one I'm going to do is the witness slash the looker.
Yeah.
I still want to make Ethan play Minecraft and see if you can figure out how to beat it within 3 hours. You're not. You're not going to figure out how to beat it within 3 hours.
Is he allowed to use a wiki? Or look at it? Then no, he obviously is.
I'm going to give him a seeded map, and he'll be, like, the stronghold will be nearby, he'll have a ruined nether portal, like, he'll have his best odds for figuring it out. But no, he's not going to do it.
Honestly, after they changed the combat and added shields, Minecraft is less fun.
You know, you can play whatever version of Minecraft you fucking want.
Yeah. Well, yes, you can. No. That's the version I do.
Java's still very much a thing, and trust me, they wouldn't remove it. It's too much fun.
Yeah. Also modding. But yeah, no.
Like I said, the thing with Minecraft is if you find a version you like, you do not have to upgrade. Unlike most games, you can play whatever version you want. And two, with mods, like if you see a feature come out that you like, but you don't want to go to that
Mhm.
version, there's usually backwards update
Compatible.
mods, like to add specific features.
Yeah.
Also, like you like Minecraft, but you want the zombies to be a bit harder or be able to
Yeah.
break blocks. Because I'll be honest,
I don't mod.
late game Minecraft, the monsters are nothing.
Yeah.
You don't even have to consider them. You light up an area, or you move to
Mhm.
Mushroom Island, which is
Yeah.
Mushroom Island, where zombies, hostile mobs can't spawn normally.
Mhm.
We hoed the entire thing into path. We turned it all into path with the shovel. Then we hoed them all with the hoe.
You
And
got
then we
rid of the
jumped on them.
mushroom biome stuff?
Well, the thing is, with the mushroom biome is the grass is even more vibrantly green.
Oh.
So if you do terraform it, it's really
Okay.
pretty. With the Deep Dark update, though, if you go far enough underground, it stops becoming Mushroom Island and starts becoming the underground biomes.
Okay.
So you will get monsters there again. So my creeper farm is not nearly as overpowered as it used to be. But I just need to go down there and light it all up.
Yeah, I don't know. Minecraft, I've played too much of it. Oh, sorry about that, audience.
Fucking
Whoops.
kicks the mic.
Yeah. But I enjoyed it. I don't really enjoy it anymore. I can't really play it. I've tried to, and it doesn't work for me. We should full screen ourselves. Yeah, there we go. But no, Minecraft just doesn't work for me anymore.
I play Minecraft. I hop on my friend's server. We already have netherite gear and trading villagers and all. So we're basically in creative mode and everything but name.
Yeah, I like exploring in it, but at some point it just becomes, okay, I'm done.
So
It's not a good
I
exploration.
know you
game
are
anymore.
someone who's like, I don't like mods.
Yeah.
But if you're like, it's not a good exploring thing, but exploring is the thing you like, there are mods
Yeah.
that make it a better exploring game. It is like
I'm just
Gary's
not gonna
mod.
do that. I've just accepted the fact that I'm not going to mod a game, and that's just how that is.
I am going to call you a little bitch.
Okay. I have too many other games I'd rather play. Is the other thing.
And
where
you know what? That's fair.
It's like Minecraft. That honestly is the other thing where it's like, I'm sure I could mod it into a way that I could lose more time, but I don't need to lose more time to a game like that.
My only argument I have is when you're like, I don't like Minecraft. Like the whole point of Minecraft is to be able to mod into a game you do like. Like for instance, I do love playing Sky Factory. I played Sky Factory and I automated making sandwiches just for the fact like, okay, how does this mod work? I want to figure out. It's basically a whole new game.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where I was auto crafting like this sandwich that auto filled my entire Humble bar and saturation to the maximum for no other reason than to figure out just how that mod worked, and it was kind of fun.
Yeah. I have the Steam library of way too many games.
Oh, I mean, you've seen my library. I'm sure.
And it's just like, I have so many games I want to get around to playing, and I'm not going to just play a mod of a game I've kind of lost interest in to regain an interest in a game.
You can't talk about mods like they're fucking dirty. They're just they're games. Think of it, it's nothing as a mod. Think of it as an independent developer who's using a different game as a base to make their own game.
That is how I think of them. I prefer more narrative things, and most mods tend to be more mechanical focused as well.
Yeah,
and if it is a narrative, ooh boy, that's risky.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Apparently, really good thing.
Okay. The other thing I've heard is, oops, it doesn't work anymore, and that's not the fault of the modders, but because Bethesda accidentally scheduled an update.
I have to hand it to Minecraft with it being able to play any version of the game you want. It's one of the very few games that lets you do that.
Yeah.
I think I'm like switching back to like getting more, but like with PC games, you can't really do that.
No.
I mean, that's the thing with my Steam library. Like, I have 250 plus games.
We should come down here so we can speak into the mic.
I don't technically own any of them.
Yeah.
I have a license to play them, but like technically speaking, if I die, I can't give my library to anybody.
If you guys care about this shit, I think it's Stop Killing Games. There's a guy named Ross who started a legal petition about this. Based kind of on the fact that Ubisoft killed the game The Crew, and you can't even play it anymore. Look into Stop Killing Games. I think that's the thing.
Also, if you have it in your library, go message Ubisoft because they'll give you a $100 voucher.
Wow. Okay.
Really? Yeah.
Still do the other thing too, because fuck Ubisoft and take their money and then punish them. Though also make sure that you can still punish them after taking the voucher, because I don't know how legal things work, and there's a chance they'll be like, but you can't be part of that class
Really, what
action.
you need to do is elect an anarchist as president, so we can do away with these stupid ass copyright laws.
Vote for me.
Unfortunately, in the U.S., there's not a lot we can do because it's a French company, and so France is kind of the like main place where the like legal.
But if they're
stuff
selling stuff in over here, there's still some things that have to go on.
And a lot of it was just like message your your like.
I'll be honest, I've not finished going through the Stop Killing Games thing. I just keep hearing about it, going, I need to do that. Now I have free time. I hopefully will. But it's a thing that if you care, you should probably pursue. Preventative measures.
Yeah, I mean that's not the first game that Ubisoft killed, right? Wasn't it Driver San Francisco?
Well, they just took it off market, but you can still.
Play
That's
it if you
different than
bought it.
that. Yes, because The Crew is a game that even if you own it, you can't play it anymore. Games get taken off market all the time, and that's just going to happen. But games getting actually deleted is a bit more rare.
Yeah, I remember when Epic Games started delisting some of the Unreal tournaments.
Yes, fuck them
People
for
were
that.
pretty upset about that.
Completely unrelated. The one thing I want to do is there's a website that lets you claim free Steam stuff, and so what I kind of want to do is just make a new Steam because I don't need to destroy my account and just hit claim all. There's one dude. He's on TikTok. He's who I'm stealing this idea from. He did this where he claimed all DLC, visual novel, like he claimed all the free stuff. I probably just do the games and DLCs. And it took him literal days for the system because it has to do in patches of like 10 things at a time. It took him literal days to claim everything.
It's definitely picking that up, Ethan.
The mic is right there.
Yeah. I think Linus Tech Tips also did something like that. They were like doing like a console killer where they like made a tiny PC and then downloaded every single game with GOG. And like even over like 10 gigabit speeds, it took them like 2 days to download everything.
He wasn't even downloading them. He was just claiming them from the Steam store. Which, don't get me wrong, he did literally everything. So it's also like soundtracks and stuff too, which I've gotten some soundtracks of games. I've never once listened to them. I think I accidentally found my soundtrack folder once. I was like, oh my god, I have all these soundtracks installed? Why? Why do I have these?
I have the soundtrack to Braid. Also, if you guys are listening to a game soundtrack, download the game on Steam, go into the search bar and search .mp3, .wav, .flac, and you might have the MP3s or WAV files, and you can just play them on your computer. Fallout New Vegas and Kentucky Route Zero both have the entire game soundtrack in the files. So always look for them. You might have them.
I feel like for most people who are buying a game soundtrack as a DLC are mostly doing it to support the developers.
Yes, but if you just want to have the files so you don't have to use a streaming service, just check your files. You should check your game files on Steam and see what is hidden in there. It's also sometimes fun. There might be a funny README that you wouldn't ever notice. So check your Steam files.
I know Cyberpunk, when I bought the physical version, it came with the discs for the soundtracks, and those were pretty cool.
Yeah. Physical media is so bad. CDs are going to come back. You guys should all be investing in CDs. Actually, don't, because that's going to drive the price up, and I like having them at cheap. So, actually, no, they're falling. Sell all your CDs at cheap. They're not going anywhere.
In fact, they're worthless. You should probably just send them to Giles right there.
Though I already have most all of the CDs I want, so we'll need to make a P.O. box, and we'll just go through them.
Whenever I go to shows with Matthew now, I buy the CDs from the artists.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad I missed the Set It Off concert. I know a couple people that went to it, but it was on a fucking like Wednesday.
There was a
Set It
concert.
Off. The only song I like have memorized from them is Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. Wolf in Sheep's Clothing is more than a warning.
Okay. We don't want to get copyright struck. I'm sad because yesterday I decided it was the correct decision to go to karaoke instead of the 106 Point Never concert. so I'm sad that I missed that. But karaoke was the correct decision.
Mm-hmm. You have fun singing.
Yeah. But man, who knows the next time I'll get to see him? Probably in a year, but I haven't seen him, and it sounded fun. It's the guy who did the soundtrack for Uncut Gems, is the way other people might know of it. Uncut Gems is a film starring Adam Sandler, and it was nominated for an Oscar, I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, it was actually pretty good.
Do you think that someone like maybe took a video of this show?
It's not the same. It's like listening to classical music is so awful if you just listen to a recording of it versus actually being there and it's good. That's a hot take. Classical music sucks, but only because recordings of classical music suck. Real classical music that you get to experience is actually pretty cool.
I want to listen to that guy who incorporated cannons into his orchestra.
My dad actually saw AC/DC live in concert, and they incorporated cannons into their music.
My only problem with actually concerts is, for me personally, they go on too long. I'm like an hour in, and I want to leave. And they're like, we have 4 more songs and an encore or whatever. I'm like, I'm done.
It's an hour, and they're like, okay, and now the actual band's coming on.
Oh, it's just, it's too loud, it's too much. I want to leave. I'm done.
I love concerts. Every time I go to a concert, my immediate opinion is I need to go to another concert. But I think I've only been to 1 this year, and I'm sad about that. I missed 2 of them. Because one of them
free time now.
Yeah, but both of them it's because I had something else happening that day. One of them I was going to go with Matthew. I forgot about that because both of us were for some reason thinking it was the upcoming Friday, and I made plans to meet up with another friend of mine the Friday actually was happening, and he's like, "Oh yeah, so next Friday." I'm like, "Oh yeah," and I go, "Wait, hold on," I look it up. I'm like, "Oh, it's this Friday." Oh, I'm busy this Friday. Yeah, so we didn't go, and then missed this one as well. So I missed Alessandro Cortini and One of Tricks Point Never. I'm sad. I'll never recover.
Yeah, it happens a lot where there's like concerts I want to go to, but either they're like a little too expensive, or it's like during like a work day, and I'm like, I don't have the luxury.
Yeah, instead of going to the concert, I ended up watching Dune Part 2 again.
I've heard that's the most amazing movie ever.
I wouldn't go that far, but it is amazing. It is one of the best films I've ever seen. It's not the best film I've ever seen.
What's the best film you've ever seen? You can't just say that.
100 Acres. I already said that earlier.
That is in like one of that best comedy, funniest comedy I've ever seen.
I'm so happy that was good because there was a part that's like, I'm inviting all my friends to this movie. I've heard good things, but I don't know, it could suck.
My favorite film is a tie between the anime film Redline and the Russian film Nostalgia, and also Screw. Let's also add another third tie into it. The film I'm thinking of ending things is also so good.
Here's a very hard, very random question.
Yes.
What's your favorite adaptation of A Christmas Carol?
The Muppets.
Oh yeah, the Muppets.
That is the only
Muppets
right
Christmas
answer.
Carol.
If you pick anything else, you're wrong. I'm sorry.
I like the Charlie Brown Christmas movie.
That's not an adaptation of the Christmas Carol.
There's Scrooge with what's his name? I'm blanking.
Jim Carrey?
No, the Groundhog Day guy.
Oh, but there's a Bill Murray one?
Yeah, so it's...
That doesn't sound good.
So what it is it's a TV studio that's putting on the play, and they're like filming it, and he's going through the story, but not quite, like it's a loose adaptation. It's pretty good. I think it's called Scrooged, like ED at the end.
Huh.
There's also What Goes Wrong, which is a play, and they put on a play of Scrooge, of A Christmas Carol, and it's hilarious. I love the What Goes Wrong show.
The close second is Veggie Tales: The Easter Carol. That's the second best adaptation.
Go watch Giles' video essay about it.
Don't
yes,
do
you
it.
do. It's
Don't do it.
hilarious.
It is one of the things I am most proud of making. Don't watch it.
Not satire, 100% honest.
Oh no!
review.
That's his
Oh
opinions.
no!
That's his opinions.
Oh no!
Us as close friends of David Giles absolutely sanctify that. That is his opinion.
You want to link his channel? In the
Oh no!
Yeah, I probably will attach our channels at some point because we need to set up a Twitch. I want to start doing.
Whenever I type in scenarios, your channel comes up because of the stream we did.
Oh, the
0.5
duck
stream.
game one.
Yeah.
Because we have 2 hidden episodes. We have a 0.01 and a 0.25 episode, right?
There's the duck game. What was the other one?
Tekken. Or were those the same?
We did do that. I think we did. No, can you hand me my phone right there? I can double check.
I know. I thought we had 2 test episodes that
I think
had
it was
better.
the same one. I think we did a little Tekken and we did a little duck.
I think they were. We had 2 test episodes.
I think we had 2 tests. I remember there being 2 that were just like us goofing around.
And I think they had better audio than the first 2 real episodes. Whoops!
It's an art, guys. This stuff is not immediately easy. Yeah, there was 2. There was You're Not a Duck and... Oh, the second one was just me actually testing stuff. Wait, here's...
I think the duck going, we did play Tekken. I think it was the same. I mean, I have a terrible memory.
I think we did one not playing games test.
Yeah, I think
where we just came by and talked. Yeah. Yes, that's what it was. We didn't play any games. We just talked, and you said, "How do people describe you? And how do you describe yourself in 3 words?" And you said, "An acquired taste." That was the test. That was test episode 0.01. Duck game was 0.025 or something.
Yeah, with the acquired taste remark, I think it's partially of one, I have to become comfortable with the person too.
Yeah.
Because
you have to acquire their taste first.
Yeah, I have to create a personality that I can use around them first. There are obviously exceptions. There's some people I can genuinely be myself around. Like, other people that are a little autistic. But for the most part, I need to figure out people first and figure out a personality for them. I have one friend that was like, we hung out and he got really drunk. He's like, yeah, I didn't really like you at first, but after getting to know you for a few years, I fully see you as a person. And I was like, yeah, that's because we hung out at first, you didn't like me. I created a personality for you. I very slowly over time took off the mask until you got used to the real me. It was highly strategic.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not even close friends. It's just...
Yeah.
That's... If I want someone to like me, I have to create a fake version of me first and then slowly reveal the real version. Because if I go in as the real me first off, people are like, what the fuck is this?
I always go real me first, and then I get told that I have a very punchable face or something along those lines. I don't remember who said that, but it was someone.
In my defense, you said you were being annoying on purpose.
Yeah. Look, when you're playing duck game, you got it. You gotta slightly showboat, so then when someone does actually get the kill on you, they feel even better about it. Look, there's too much self-deprecating humor. We need more self-aggrandizing humor and more fake hubris. Hubris is hilarious, especially when it leads to a downfall.
The way I explained it to Giles is, I wanted to punch him in the face, but in the same way I really want to punch Matthew in the face when I get mad at him.
I don't know if you know, but in our D&D campaign, Matthew rolled a nat 20 on his erection.
Why?
That's too long of a story to screw it. They were going through a bug hive, and then he said, I've heard this beetle's a great aphrodisiac, and I go over and I just start snorting the beetle that after we've killed it, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I don't know enough about bugs, but I know there's that one spider bite that if it bites you, you get the most painful erection and then you die. So it's gonna be like that.
You can certainly try.
So that's what happens. I'm like, roll a Constitution saving throw. He rolls a nat 20. I'm like, son of a bitch.
So he just has a raging hard on.
I'm playing as a Warforged. We met up another Warforged made by the same person. I'm prototype. I'm Mark 7, or I was Mark 6, but then I died and got brought back. I did do that simply for the joke of Marxist. Anyways, we met another prototype. It was Prototype 15, and I was like, DM, you know how my character has a memory backup, so if I die, I can be brought back as another robot, which is why I went from 6 to 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would like to try to overwrite this robot's memories with mine and make a copy of myself. He's like, okay, you can roll for it. Natural 20.
Yeah.
There's 2 of me walking around now, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also was like, oh, by the way, I don't know if he's a level 7 artificer like I am, because, artificer is just the knowledge of making inventions. If you don't make him a level 7 artificer, I get it, but realistically, he should be.
Yeah. Though then again, that also increases the total hit points.
I don't know. It's up to my DM, but also my DM forgets all the time.
Yeah.
I literally was like, "Oh, I want to track down Prototype 15." He went, "What?" No, like the robot that we met last session in this town.
Yeah, I have so many notes for everything. So.
No, my DM.
And I'm sober when I'm DMing as well.
Mine is not.
Yeah,
He gets drunk and high and takes no notes.
Yeah.
He does have a book he's going off of, so he could usually
Okay.
kind of wing it. But I'll bring up something that happened last session, and he has no idea what I'm talking about. Also, you're talking about Forza 4. It's in my library.
That's fair.
Oh, remember when you installed Fallout 4 on your PlayStation?
Mm-hmm.
One of these days I'll have to make you guys play that one.
Fallout 4?
Yeah.
I own the VR version.
I want you guys to go through the just regular version of it with
You mean
survival.
Fallout 4? Or
Yeah,
Four.
4. Fallout 4 on survival mode is genuinely one of the best games I've ever played, mechanically speaking. The narrative actually is way better than people act like it is as well. It's not. It has a lot of problems and narratively kind of fizzles out depending on what plotline. Buy that right now. You can
3
buy it
games
right
on your
now.
wish list?
Yeah. I was actually, that's a, Hi-Fi Rush is a Xbox studio title.
Yeah.
It should be on sale.
But Outer Wilds is on sale, and if you guys are listening, buy Outer Wilds. It is the best game ever made.
I watched a...
Holy shit.
I watched a several hour-long video documentary on it. Video essay.
I would recommend that, Ethan, don't watch any videos and go in blind. It's a game that is best experienced without knowing anything.
Have you played some of it?
Outer Wilds? Yes. This?
Oh, no. Outer Wilds. Yeah, I know.
All I'll say about Outer Wilds is it's a time loop game and a very fun one.
The less you know, the better. Genuinely.
Yeah, everyone
There
says it's
is
good,
a
so
different
someone
time loop game that maybe you've experienced. It's a 2D, it's like an RPG type one. And you go through and you try and figure out the time loop. I can't say much more without spoiling it.
Do you know the name of it?
I could find the name of it. I don't know it off the top of my head.
I know there's the Sexy Brutale. Was a time loop game.
It's newer, I think.
My phone. Was right behind us.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head what time loop games I know of. And it's just a top down.
It looks like it was made in RPG Maker.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm tempted to get Sekiro.
I kind of want to spoil it just because I want to tell you about it. Because the ending is a very nice trope on the time loop game.
I would wait just in case, because if it's one you think I should play, then don't spoil it.
Okay.
I've heard really good things about Sekiro.
Yeah, no, it's on my list. I need to get around to beating Dark Souls 3, which, hey, maybe I will now. And then I'm gonna go through that one. MILF Plaza's on sale. What is the sale? What the fuck is... Oh, that was... Okay.
Oh no, that's actually a porn game.
Yeah, that's
I hope you're not streaming
Yeah.
this. 'cause
No, the
that-
screen's
yeah.
not on. The screen's
yeah.
not on. This is just
You
our
know you can
reactions.
filter out porn games.
Yeah, I tried to filter out porn games, but instead it just filtered out all games with nudity, and I'm like, that's not.
Yeah,
the
that's
same.
not quite the same.
Like,
yeah, Borderlands
yeah.
3. Oh wait, it's fucking
I think-
$8. It's $9.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't it given away on Epic, or was it?
It was free on Epic.
Yeah, then I have it.
Okay, if you guys have it, then you already have it already. But if you don't, Borderlands 3 is $9 on Epic, and not story wise, but for the gameplay, it's the best Borderlands. Not story though.
I think Tiny Tina's is also pretty cheap right now. I'm pretty sure it's like $14.
Which you never beat.
It's like, yeah, I'm surprised a game that new.
It's not that new though anymore.
Okay, so the game is called In Stars in Time.
Yeah, I've not heard of this one ever.
If you can look it up real quick.
The keyboard's right behind me. Can you grab it? I do not have a keyboard on this controller.
There it is.
Stars in Time.
This is one of those popular games right now. So it came out in November last year.
Yeah, I've never heard of this before.
I know the ending, and as far as time loop games go, I love it.
Okay. Also, don't spoil it because we're streaming and we don't want to.
Spoiler warning! I like this game.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's a similar popularity level of the incest game that he's been talking about, where a lot of people have been making videos on it.
Called. I would like clarification for my incest game.
His incest game. He takes ownership of this incest game.
Yeah,
Your library is so much more cluttered now that all of my games are in there.
That's why I think
you
I
can
removed it
hide
last
them,
time.
right?
How?
Well, you would have to go into the games and right click, and you can hit hide library, so they disappear.
Hit the search bar. Hit the search bar.
Coffin of Andy and Lele. Yeah, I would say it's more of a cannibalism game than incest.
It's only an incest game in a few of the endings.
That's how he has described this game.
It's only incest in
He also
one
said
of the
that
endings.
it only made him want to vomit a few times.
Oh, I almost vomited with the cannibalism. The first time, understandable. After that, things go off the rails, and things just get worse.
I mean, is cannibalism that much of a gross out for you? I can't imagine a video game make me want to throw up.
I can. It's called the Talos Principle because the FOV is too low, and I got motion sick.
Okay, excluding motion sickness.
Shout out.
Okay,
Talos
fine. We
Principle.
don't want to cut that. A game that
VR.
was throw out was VR Minecraft. I got in a boat.
Yes.
Do not get in a boat in VR Minecraft.
Also, make sure you have view bobbing off.
I also had shaders on too, which did
Oh.
not help.
Yeah, no, Minecraft moves way too fast for being VR.
I was fine. Even using ender
Yeah.
pearls and teleporting around, I was fine.
Teleporting's better though.
Until I got in a boat, because
It's too fast.
It's too much.
But yeah, I think if any game has.
Have you thought about getting an OLED screen?
No, not particularly. I know it's supposed to look better. I'd be more excited. It wasn't like starting at the 500 price tag. If it was starting at the 400, maybe.
I think the one you have is the 400. Cause I think I just got the cheapest.
No, you actually got this. It was $400. It price dropped. But it was the 64. I did upgrade it to a 256.
Yeah, I think that's why I got it, because I was like, oh, the only thing that's bad about this one is the memory, which I could easily upgrade. Like,
yeah.
And then I never used it.
Yep.
Not once.
Yeah. I think the most uncomfortable I've been in a game I was playing was Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea Part 2, the torture scene. That was so uncomfortable. But honestly, shouts out to them at making that torture scene that uncomfortable. And also not in a I felt the need to look away, but I didn't. Because it was also extremely compelling. Burial at Sea is amazing, even if the base game has some problems.
Something I think could be fun is we try and speedrun a game that we've never played before and just upload it as an official speedrun because they'll accept it as long as you follow all the rules. It doesn't matter if it took you 3 fucking hours.
We have to pick an obscure game so we actually can get a Steam run like achievement thing. And we're
I think we should all start the game at the same time and see who can beat it fastest.
Yeah.
But then we need 3 different recording setups.
No, we just get a camera behind us.
line up 3 TVs.
Yeah.
I think for my next game, I might have you guys play Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
It's another
I
underrated.
remember you got into that one for a while.
Yeah, I play that. It's kind of similar to Hi-Fi Rush in the sense that you can basically control the other Guardians by like calling them.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Eidos. You made some pretty good games. I'm sorry you got killed by Embracer Group. I hope Embracer Group dies a violent fucking death.
Alright, well, I think we're going to wrap it up here a little bit. It's getting late for me. Giles, you're hosting next week.
Yeah.
What's the game?
We're going to see if we can do the race of Fallout 3, where it's raced to a location that is hard
How
to
much
find.
information? Because if you just give me the name and general location, I'm never going to find it. Especially
I'm
when
going to
you
give
say...
you the general location and the name that when you get there, Because
are you going to be guided? Because you said you need to go through the subway station. So, like, how am I going to find it?
It's going to be possible. I'm pretty sure.
It's going to be possible?
Mostly sure.
Is it going to be more possible than Ethan beating Minecraft on a seeded map?
Yes.
Okay.
It is actually very, very doable. It is extremely doable. It is going to be hard, but it's going to be very doable.
Okay. I'm only saying these terms because I'm sure he doesn't know them. I'm expecting you to get to the Nether. I'm expecting you to maybe find a fortress. That's about as far as I'm expecting you to get.
As someone who's never played Minecraft, I think like an hour of it, it's just going to be me learning how to play Minecraft.
The good news is now there's a button you press and it shows you all the building recipes, and you can just do that instead.
I mean, you still have to collect materials to unlock them in the first place.
But it's still so much easier than having to know when I got started playing Minecraft all those years ago. Oh gosh, hold on, that was it was before 2010.
To be fair, even in saying build the Nether portal, go to the Nether, I'm already giving you the biggest hint in the game you're going to.
Does he know what another portal looks like, though?
Yeah, it's like purple. And I think you have to light it on fire.
It's purple.
It's like
He's
black.
fucked.
You light it on fire, and then it like does
so
the
you
shimmery
already have because that's figuring out go to the Nether is probably the hardest step.
Honestly, I think I want to see someone play the game without any knowledge of the game at all.
Like get my dad to see how.
Like something like that. So someone who knows enough about how to play a video game, but without any knowledge of that game.
So like Marsh.
Marsh might have some secondhand knowledge.
I mean, it's hard not to have second knowledge of fucking Minecraft.
Yeah, it's the biggest game
It's like
of all
finding
time.
a juror for the Trump trial.
I mean, they also had trouble with finding the trial for OJ. They just had to find the people who were on the jury the previous time.
R.I.P. OJ.
Yeah, we're still making OJ jokes even though he died last episode.
They deserve to go to jail.
I mean, he killed his ex-wife and her current partner. I mean, you know.
Everything I've also seen, all the videos of him after that, he just appears crazy. You know, it's like that guy did murder
Well,
someone.
at that point, you got nothing to lose. Might as well let the crazy out.
He got off the hook for murder, and everyone knew it, and so, you know, why not?
I did love the story of him releasing a book of If I Did It, but then because he still owed the family civil money, they were able to take control of the book.
Yeah.
But they weren't able to rename it. They just changed the font so that it was really small, so it's just I Did It.
Yes. I love that so much. That is the ultimate, like, loophole fuck you, which is the best kind of fuck you.
Yep. We're gonna stop at 3 hours. We're at 2 hours and 55
we have 5
minutes.
more minutes of topics.
5 more minutes.
Yeah. We haven't checked the chat in a while.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
sure
no
we don't have.
chats.
Yeah.
There's
no chats.
But yeah, the Fallout 3 race to the hardest to find location is going to be the next episode. You've played the game before, and I think you said you've been to that location probably when you played it.
I mean, maybe I played it when I was like 12.
Yeah.
So I would have. It was in 2012, like
I'm going
over
to be,
10 years ago.
I'm going to look up the console commands to just get you outside of the vault to just skip the tutorial. So we'll just do that, and you guys will be outside of the vault.
I'm trying to wonder if there's something similar I could do for Skyrim.
Oh gosh, just download the skip the tutorial mod.
Oh, of course.
Just
of course.
alternate start mod.
Really, you want me to
for
mod the game? Come
I
on,
mean,
man.
I'm saying if you're wanting to do that experience, that would be the easiest one for you since you mod. I don't mod, so I'm just going to look up console commands. I could download a mod to do that, but I'm not going to. For you, that's a lot easier, though.
I mean, probably because I already have it installed. I also have the Skyrim Together mod installed. We could play Skyrim at the same time in the same world. The only problem with the Skyrim Together mod that drives me insane is because it is on PC.
Yeah.
Console commands, there's no way of turning them off.
Yeah.
So if you're playing with friends, they can still console command to fuck with you.
Mm.
And
You
I
just-
had a bad experience.
Yeah.
I played with some dude, and he thought it was funny, and he kept doing it. And I was just like, I'm never playing this with you again. He's like, oh, come on, man. I promise I won't do it again. Like, you've said that 5 times now. I'm
Yep.
never playing with this
Yeah,
again.
no, yeah, people are dickheads.
Yeah. Do you think that Bethesda has it in them to create proper follow-ups to both the Fallout franchises and Skyrim?
Yes. I do. Because I know everyone points to Fallout 76, but that was a B team that was just kind of thrust into that, and it was released. I think this ZeniMax was like, we need this out the door now between our games because that's taken too long between games. And so it was a rushed game. And apparently now 76 is a playable game. It's still, a lot of the issues are still there, but it's still a valid
And they
game.
just have NPCs now.
Yeah. Though actually I've heard a few people be like, I liked it, but it's the people
There's
who liked
always gonna
Yes.
be people who
the
like.
people
I
who liked it
it
when it was bad
There's
about
7 billion people.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be people who have the opposite opinion.
the people who like it when it was bad about No Man's Sky and 76, and the people I hear from think it about both of the games at the same time.
I liked Cyberpunk before it got patched.
Yeah.
I played it before any of the patches, and I loved it, and I don't like the new patches.
You don't like it now that they fixed the game?
No.
And then
I like the bugs. They're a feature.
I don't know. I think Bethesda does have it in them. I think they do need I think they do need a moment of realization of, okay, we have messed up a few too many times. If we mess up again, we might be out of people's good
Come
graces.
on, man. It just works.
I watched someone go through Starfield, and there is a lot of good stuff in it, but there's also a lot of just weird design issues, and it came from they wanted to make this huge scope, and so they did that without thinking of the fact that what they're still really good at, and you can see them being good at, is small environmental storytelling things with really creative side missions at times. And they have some amazing things in there. But because it's this weird interconnected planets instead of a massive open world, you don't have that seamless flow between the things. It's just start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. And so those good moments are there, but there's no flow to them. Whereas Fallout 4 is genuinely one of the best games ever made level of good if you play it on survival mode. But yeah, we have 1 minute left. So I think they could do it again. Fallout 4 is good enough to convince me they can. Also, lots of people didn't like Fallout 4, and they're wrong. No, they're not wrong. They're wrong. They're right about the base game.
All right.
If they think survival.
You got less than a minute. What's your next episode, Ethan?
It's gonna be I mean mine's 3 out, but it's gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got
Fallout Race.
And then we have The Looker and The Witness.
And then Guardians.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
So that's coming up next week, and the week after, and the week after. Oh, actually,
You didn't record!
Oh, next week's actually the talking episode where we talk about our experiences
You're
with
right.
these ones.
It's gonna be a recap.
Yeah. So that's actually the next episode. But yeah.
Adios, fellas.
See you in another life.